it's hard for me to speak on 26 other than I can say that the goal of this trading deadline period was about the future. And I don't think it's necessarily about the immediate future. It's about the long-term view of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Let's get nasty on a Friday. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. 202, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. That was Mo speaking to the media following the MLB trade deadline yesterday. He spoke about several topics that we'll get into today, including whether or not the Cardinals came close to trading any controllable assets. You can always get a hold of us via the Air Comfort Service text line, which is 314-399-9646, or via our YouTube channel at 101 ESPN. Our YouTube channel, of course, fashionably called the Snake Pit. Hold on, guys. Scott Lee Heating Company mic drops can be used at the 101 ESPN Dobbs and Tire and Auto Centers 101 ESPN mobile app. So, Marsh, I know that you were perusing the YouTube channel when BK and Ferrari were on. I think they call theirs the graveyard. The graveyard.
Different name.
And something like a comment stood out to you that was pretty stark.
Yeah, I can't remember who said it, so I apologize for that person if they're listening to our show. But said person said baseball is dead, basically, here in St. Louis. I found that to be kind of an interesting statement based on what we've seen the past few years. And then some people did not particularly like this trade deadline. I think you can make an argument that the pieces that they got were pretty good. However, I think due to some expectations that some had, including myself, including you, including Carey, we were not that thrilled with what they ultimately did. Perhaps they did the bare minimum. And so we talked about it yesterday. We want to see hope for the future, more so for 2026. I don't think we got that. So now we're going to push this down the road even further, and it seems like baseball could be dead for the time being here in St. Louis based on how many people give a crap about this team. Wow.
In football, I would have coaches call it the BFM, the bare fast lane minimum. They didn't use fast lane. It's what you're giving, son. The BFM. Need more? Or you ain't going to be here. I don't know how to put it any other way. A few things that stuck out when I played. If you can't count to three, probably won't play because sometimes the snap count is on three. You jump off sides. You got to be able to count to three. And you got to be able to give more than a BFM.
Right.
Bare fast lane minimum. And that's kind of where we are, man. I think you heard Mo say this is not a trade deadline that is going to impact the near future. We're talking the future, which I guess that's good. We were talking about it in the office. The frustrating part for me is it's always that the Cardinals they're like a step or two behind. They're like, they have a delayed reaction to things. Like, oh crap, the shift is gone. We didn't expect that. No one told you that 2 years prior that having pitchers that throw the contact wasn't going to be good when you can't have three infielders on the right side.
Right.
Nobody knew.
The Cardinals are on Canadian Wi-Fi.
They are
on a delay.
They are on a delay.
You can even get in, If
you can get in. Sometimes it doesn't work. They are delayed in all of their actions. I won't say all. Again, we learned in therapy, never use definitive terms. Most of their actions. They're delayed when there's time to trade someone. They're delayed when it's realizing, oh, crap, this guy often is hurt. They're delayed when it's time to DFA someone. Gonna give you another start. Oh, crap, it's still the same. Every reaction is delayed. And the only thing that makes me feel that that's the reason why that is because you're too engulfed in the players. I think with Heimblum, this is my hope. I hope that with Heimblum, he doesn't owe anyone anything on this roster. And I think that that's how it should be. I think both ways. As a player, you want to know, man, I got to go out here and earn it every single day. Your job is literally on the line every day, unless you are 100, 200, 300, 400 million guy. You're pretty secure. Even if you do lose your damn job, life still could be okay, right? But the other guys, the $700,000 guys, and again, we're talking professional sports, so if you're making $700,000 in the real world, you're living, you're balling. But in the baseball world, in the NFL world, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. Those guys are, you're literally fighting for your life every day, figuratively. You know how that goes. Mm-hmm. But you're fighting for your baseball career every single day because no one owes you anything. But I feel like in terms of the Cardinals and sometimes with John Mozeliak, they are so in love and infatuated with some of these guys that, I think it does go back to Randy Arozarena. I think it does go back to Sandy Alcantara. I think it does go back to Zach Gallen. Like, I fast lane that up. I'll never make that mistake again. Then you're never going to do the right thing if you're afraid to make a mistake. Like, life is full of making mistakes, learning from them, bouncing back, and going for the next thing. You're going to have failures. Everyone in business, everyone in life, you fail, you fall down 6 times, you get up 7. Like, that's life.
You got to fail forward.
You got to fail. There you go. Get up. But I feel like the Cardinals are always, they just a little slow, man. Like, they move slow in everything. And they, in this situation, we're going to rebuild for the future. Yeah, you should have did that 2 years ago.
Cardinals are like that turtle on the highway. Man. Trying to make its way across the road. There's a giant semi-truck heading its way.
Yeah, you got to get out the way.
Yeah.
Or you got to have a decent human being that jumps out of his car and gets it out of the way.
Or at least attempt.
He tried.
He did. He tried. That semi, though, he was barreling down. I mean, that turtle's fate was sealed.
And I hate to...
Nothing my old man could have done.
Better the turtle than anyone else, right? If we're being honest, you know?
Very true.
You know?
Because as we know, the turtle's sick.
It was sick.
Yeah, so,
it wasn't
he didn't have many days,
Didn't have much time left anyway.
He was sick? Yeah.
Son, don't worry about it.
I could tell.
That's why he was moving so slow.
Yeah, right. I thought turtles were slow as it is now.
That was extra slow, son.
It's a misconception.
Yeah. Well, those turtles live to be over 100, do they not?
They do.
Some turtles. I think those sea turtles, those big-ass sea turtles.
Saw that in a documentary.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Trying to find some clownfish.
Right.
Ran into a bunch of sea turtles.
And the wisdom of those sea turtles it was profound.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. I got it since we're talking about this. So again, Marsh, just to reset things, Marsh went on YouTube when BK and Ferrari were on, and it was actually T-Bone today. And Marsh saw a comment about how baseball is dead in St. Louis. I would like to reframe that a little bit. I was having a chat. Well, go ahead.
I can't.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
All right. I was in a text exchange last night with a buddy who has been here in St. Louis for he was born and raised here, and now he's got a family. He's very successful, and he's a diehard Cardinals fan. And he sent me a text saying, "Hey, listen to the show. Agree with a lot of your takes." And he kind of went into how sad it is right now that the Cardinals. He said for the first time in his life, he wasn't enthralled with the Cardinals. First time in his life, he wasn't like, what, checking the score, checking prospects out, like what the future could be. Even though he has experienced some down seasons before, there's always this bounce back opportunity for the Cardinals. And him and I were just going back and forth, and he's just like, he's not delusional. He understands where this club is right now, but he was just pointing out the fact that, wow, I didn't think we'd ever be here where I'm apathetic to the team that, quite frankly, probably kept me in St. Louis. I could have moved out, gone someplace else after college, and I came right back here, mostly because I love the Cardinals. And he also said that once he was working full time, his dream was to buy season tickets, and he finally got season tickets. Over the last couple of years, he goes, I went to one game this year because my daughter's in the Girl Scouts. She walked on the field, went to that game. Yeah. Last year was 2 games. That was it. He goes, and I don't intend to go to any more. And he goes, it's just a sad reality. So is baseball dead in St. Louis? I think what we have grown to appreciate about the Cardinals is dead. I think what once was with the Cardinals, where you just knew when spring training arrived, that excitement, everything was going to be there because they were probably going to be in contention in some way, shape, or form. That at the very least is paused. Now, I do think they're going down a new direction, and it's much needed. And we can get into whether or not they should have done it a couple of years ago. They should have. It's good that they have realized that, and they're actually taking the steps. But I think the overall point here is it's going to be a while.
We get a text from the 314. You still need mature/dedicated fans who can handle a rebuild. Baseball is dead? Really? Completely immature. How many World Series titles? Question mark.
They're passionate.
Yeah.
They're passionate, though. Here's the thing about that. I see this, and we get it a little bit in the we're just getting it now. I see this like battle between Cardinals fans that are diehard and they're like, you need to show up no matter what, or else you're not a true fan. But you're battling with, it's like the Spider-Man meme. You're battling with somebody who does have that same passionate take as you do about their team, but they're so disappointed and despondent now, and they have an awareness that this club has just been complacent for a long time, that they're fed up. That doesn't mean that they're any less of a Cardinals fan than you are. It's just they're not just going to suckle at the teat of whatever the Cardinals do under this regime just because they're the Cardinals. Their diehard fans ain't going anywhere.
Right.
But they're choosing not to spend their money on a product that has long been overdue for a rehaul.
We get a text from 314. It is not dead, but it is boring in St. Louis.
Well, yeah. Very true. Which has caused them to redirect here at the draft, which has caused them to sell now at the deadline. These are all necessary things. Doesn't mean, though, this is easy to swallow.
Did they really sell, though?
I mean, they did
like a yard sale.
They did a yard sale.
When people came by, no, it's out there, but it ain't for sale. You can have that lawn chair with holes in it. Mm-hmm. That's all you. Well, what about this nice couch that looks fairly new? Look like I can still get some years. There you go.
We're going to get rid of it in a couple months, Carey. But I want to hold on to that couch and let it just sit there for a little bit because I want to know if that couch is something worth valuable. Mm-hmm. You know, something maybe I want to sit on it a little longer.
Yeah.
Because I like it, and I'm afraid to get rid of that couch.
You want to bless it at some point.
I want to bless that couch.
It's a deep inside joke there with old Marshy. Goes back to 2011. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. No Jamie Rivers. Again, Jamie is still recovering from his surgery. We know we won't see him on Monday and Tuesday, but hopefully by midweek next week, he will be back with us. So hang tight. We know you want to see Jamie back on this show, as do we, and Jamie will return at some point next week. Did Mo handle the controllable players the right way? And by controllable, we mean the controllable contracts. Guys like Donovan and Newt and Burleson. He got calls on those players. He listened, but ultimately he did not trade those players. But did he handle those controllable contracts the right way? We'll get into it next on 101 ESPN.
I will say we got hit a lot on our left-handed hitters, but none of the types of offers we were getting for those players were compelling for us to do it. So to say we went into this solely with just the focus of those three expiring contracts is not necessarily accurate, but we were not motivated to move players that we had under control unless we were, well, to put it mildly, blown away, and we just weren't.
That was John Mozeliak yesterday speaking to the media following the MLB trade deadline, and that was something that we talked a lot about yesterday. Why not trade some of these controllable players? Well, we got our answer, and you heard Mo talk about it to the assembled media. Other teams did call on those left-handers, Donovan, Newt, and Burleson. You heard Mo say what he said. You know what? We ultimately decided to hang on to those guys because the return wasn't what we needed it to be. So let's kind of clarify something from yesterday, because we didn't really know. Did they just not take calls on those players? Did they send out through the media that they're not even entertaining taking those calls on guys like Donovan? Or was the return not enough? And we got our answer on that. They listened. They asked for high pieces, and ultimately they decided to keep them. I don't mind the approach. I don't know how you guys feel.
So you got Burley, Gorman, Newt, and Donovan, right? If they're asking for Donovan, obviously the return should be higher. He's an all-star. He's having one of the better seasons for the Cardinals and in Major League Baseball right now. He's doing a great job. Burleson, I would probably say the return needed to be fairly high as well. Newton Gorman, the return probably wasn't going to be high. Mm-hmm. But you also have a need to clear up some space. Now, Nolan Arenado is on the IL. If Gorman is back, that all pieces seem to fit how you need them to fit. I don't know how Nolan Arenado got hurt. He played in the last game. I don't know if this is who knows, right? But I don't know. You will never know. Us in the media, us as fans will never know what was offered back in terms of whether or not that was a good enough deal. We'll never know. It will never leak. It won't get out. You might get bits and pieces, but you won't know the truth for sure. So it's to his discretion what he felt was good enough or not good enough, or what they as a staff felt was good enough or not good enough. I can't speak to that because I don't know. But I do know you still have an issue when all players are healthy. You got too many bodies for not enough spots.
Mm-hmm. And maybe they'll address that in the offseason. I would assume they would. My issue is not even with any of these players that he mentioned. Jojo Romero, controllable asset, bullpen arm.
Yeah.
Look at what other teams were giving up for bullpen arms with control. Jojo's been pretty damn good this year. Mm-hmm. I don't know why he is still on the team. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, that one I think is more fair to question whether or not they should have dealt him than Donovan, Newt, and Burleson. Because when it comes to the reliever market, we saw that it was in these relievers were in high demand. Mm-hmm. Now, to Carey's point, we have no idea if the return was good enough for Romero. I'm sure Mo got calls on him. If not, then hey, you just keep him. But we've seen them do this dance before.
Is the return next year going to be better?
Ryan Helsley should have went at the deadline last year. The return would have been much better. In the offseason, it would have been much better. So they held on to him. It's like, okay, you got a decent return from the Mets, depending on who you ask. But in hindsight, they could have dealt him when his value was highest. So this does go to the bigger Jojo Romero's situation goes to the bigger question of do they have the proper timing down and awareness of where they are as a big league club, or do they overvalue what they have on their roster, which causes them to hold on to players too long? Mm-hmm. And I think there's an argument to be made that yes, that's what they do. They hold on to players too long. They submarine those players' value, or the players' value submarines it on its own. And then they try to trade him, and they wind up trading him for Sean Armstrong, who they DFA'd 3 weeks later.
I couldn't remember his first name.
Yeah, Sean.
We just called him Stretch.
We called him Stretch.
Yeah, Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, listen, man. To your point, yes, I do think that they overvalue people in terms of what they think their value is for this team in comparison to what other people view them as. If they were that valuable, we talked about the Twins yesterday. They were like, we're not winning. Everybody gotta go. We'll see you all later. If your team, if you don't have people that are going to make your team vastly better, you're probably viewing them in the wrong light. Like, if you don't think that for me, if those players were that much better, this team would be that much better. So you have to look at the whole scope of it and say, hey, if we're valuing these guys that much, why isn't our record much better than it is?
Can I play the devil on that, though?
Please do.
What if you had these guys and your pitching staff was actually good?
Your starting pitching staff?
Yes, sir.
Well, then you should have figured that out.
No, I agree. I'm just saying.
At some point,
in fairness to the Cardinals, if they're looking at it, and I don't disagree with what you're saying, if these guys are better, then you would be better. But can't we also say that the starting pitching hasn't been good enough, and it thus has caused this team to be where it's at now? Yeah,
you probably should have attacked that issue in June.
You should have attacked it 8 years ago.
Correct. But you waited around and you kept saying, oh, it'll get better. It'll get better. Nah, it's fine. Fetty's fine. Until you say, well, Fetty is not fine. Fetty actually isn't good enough, and we're going to have to let him go completely. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about it. It's been real, brother. We appreciate what you've done. You got to go. Like, that to me, and it's not even a full year later. You don't, to me, it's like, we talked about this in the office as well. Like, when you are looking at athletes and looking at players, you can tell when guys are good and when they are not.
Yeah.
You can tell, oh, this guy is just in a rough patch, or no, this is who he actually is. This person is often hurt. I don't think he's ever going to be able to play 162 games. Hell, he probably won't be able to play 135 games because that's just what he's shown. Like, you have to be able to evaluate not just talent, but athletes and people and understand, man, I think he's a great player if I could keep him healthy. He's not going to be healthy. That's just what his body does not allow him, whether it's what he's doing away from the ballpark, what he's doing at the ball, how he's training, how he's preparing himself, or he just has bad luck. That guy can't stay healthy. We have to move on from him. That guy can't pitch well enough. We need to move on. And it shouldn't take you 2 years or 3 years to realize and recognize, oh, man, yeah, what I saw 12 months in, still the same. 3 years later. And that's, to me, is the problem that I feel like the Cardinals have, like understanding players and who they are and what they're going to be. They don't do a good job, in my opinion, of understanding that.
Here's Mo on the timing for controllable players.
When the question was asked, like, were we not willing to move players under control for future years, the answer is I think the organization was open to it, but the timing just wasn't now. Because 2 guys were on the IL. It was just an awkward time. And so I feel like your question is a good question and one that will ultimately be resolved probably over the next 6 months.
See, to me, the timing, my question is it timing because you haven't had enough time to evaluate what these guys will be in the future? Now, I'm not talking about on an individual basis, but to you, like, have you not had enough time to kind of figure out the direction of the club and therefore where those certain pieces fit in your club? Or is it a timing issue because you didn't get what you wanted in return? Because when I read Katie Woo's article, she points out with one rival exec describing the ask for those players as quote-unquote insane and another terming them as sky high.
Sounds like cold dead hands.
Well, here's the thing, though. I don't blame the Cardinals for saying, we have these players. We think they're a part of our 3 to 5 year future. If you want them, you can have them, but you're going to lose the trade. I don't mind that line of thinking.
I don't either. You should start high. Like, you're going to start at the highest, and then it's a conversation. It's a bidding war. Okay, well, nah, we're not going to go that high. And you have to be self-aware enough to say, I'm going to ask for the moon, but I know good and damn well I ain't going to get it.
Sure.
Like, I'm going to ask for Shohei if the Dodgers want him. Are you out of your damn mind? Come on, man. Wait, Shohei for Lars? Yeah. No, let's talk about somebody else. All right, let's talk. Like, you should ask high. That should be your starting point. But you have to be self-aware enough to say, no, I'm really not going to get Shohei. I know good and damn well I'm not getting Shohei, but what else you got? Give me something that makes me feel good enough about what I have. I wrote this down. He said, we have 2 guys on the IL. So making those moves in his from what I took from it, didn't make a lot of sense because of the 2 guys on the IL. That means you're focusing on right now. Who the hell cares that those guys are on the IL if you got to move other guys and you don't have enough people for 5 more days or 10 more days? Your team ain't going to be good no ways. What difference does it make? We got 2 guys on the IL. So what?
Yeah.
So that means you can't move Alec Burleson because you got 2 guys on the IL? That means you can't move Brendan Donovan because you got 2 guys on the IL? That's a dumbass statement, in my opinion. That means you're focusing on what's happening right now and not what's going to make the team better in the future, if I'm hearing that correctly.
Yeah, unless the like, hey, we're not going to give you what you're asking for, and we're not even going to give you anything close to what you're asking for because the Newt's on the IL.
Or it sounds like maybe the decision, at least to me, maybe I'm wrong, the decision has been made that Gorman and Newt are the guys that they want to part ways with. Those 2 are on the IL. They're not getting what they want in return, so they'll hold on to them
on the IL.
And they're going to trade them in the offseason, hoping that they have a stretch run here at the end of the season to make their value that much higher. So maybe they've already made their decision based on what you just said, where you could have traded Burleson, you could have traded Donovan, but they want to keep those guys.
Right.
They're looking to trade the dudes that are injured right now. And probably because they're always injured.
And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. But your value for them is never going to be as high as you think it should be. Why? Because they're always on the damn IL. If anybody with a brain is trading for those 2 guys, is going to say, I'm not giving you that. They're always hurt, man. Why in the hell would I do that? Do you think I don't pay attention?
Right.
Mr. Mozeliak, Mr. Bloom, do you think I'm a dumbass? You must think I'm a dumbass, and that hurts my feelings, sir. No trade. See you later. You keep them. Hell with it.
Yeah.
Like, they're on the IL constantly. So even a 2-month stretch where they play out of their mind, I guarantee you at some point in the 2026 season, they're going to spend time on the IL because that's what their track record has shown, which is why if you are the Cardinals, your ass should have moved them last year or the year before because they're always on the IL.
It's like Tyler O'Neill and Dylan Carlson, guys that were always on the IL, and they continue. Tyler O'Neill's been injured this year. He was injured last year.
Right. Yeah, he had a decent season from a power standpoint last year.
But he's injured all the time.
I agree.
We know what he can do.
You know he's going to be injured.
I had said before. I had said a year before they traded him, they should just they should move on. They kept trying to catch lightning in a bottle, and it just wasn't coming. And then it sunk the trade value. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. There are now 2 trade requests in one division. Which one is more concerning? We'll get to it next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals take on the San Diego Padres tonight. Matthew Liberatore on the mound going up against Nick Pivetta. First pitch tonight is at 8:40. The Cardinals are 5.5 games back of San Diego for that final wild card spot. Yesterday was Major League Baseball's trade deadline. That did not stop some NFL players from also wanting to get in on the action. We're going to discuss a few of those players today. We're going to start off with Terry McLaurin, who asked the Commanders for a trade. We'll dive into that next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Fastline on 101 ESPN. Terry McLaurin has officially asked the Washington Commanders for a trade. Micah Parsons also, right before the show, submitted a trade request, I guess, via his social media account. So two trade requests in the same division. We will get into the Micah conversation maybe next hour. But the Terry McLaurin stuff, CD, I dance back and forth between saying, hey, this is a huge deal that could submarine a lot of the momentum that the Commanders built last year when they rode their success and Jaden Daniels Rookie of the Year to the NFC title game. And boy, this could be a massive blow to their chances to go back to the playoffs this year. And then I toggle between that to, well, Trey Hendrickson and the Bengals figured it out, so I'm sure McLaurin will figure it out too. I think I'm more in the camp of they'll probably figure this out. He's their number one receiver. From what I can gather, especially with him showing up for like the hold-in, that he's a high character guy. Mm-hmm. They'll probably figure this out, knowing what he means to the team. But I do wonder that the longer this goes, even if they do figure it out, the 49ers had a couple of hold-ins, holdouts last year. They got it ironed out right before week one, but the team just wasn't the same.
Those guys got hurt. Well, Brandon Ayuk did.
You're right.
Yeah.
What's your overall feeling on the McLaurin situation?
I feel like they are making a mistake by not paying him. I think he's asking for more than what DK Metcalf is getting paid. DK is getting $33 a year, right? And he's a guy going to be 30 this year. Had 5,000 yard season, I think, in every single one of his years to begin his career. He's done a great job. He's their number one receiver, even though they did get Deebo Samuel in the offseason. He's their number one. I think this is simple. You have a rookie quarterback on a rookie contract. Give him 3 years, $30 million a year. I think they're at 27 right now. Bump it up 3 more. 3 years, $30 million a year. And by the time his contract is over, guess who you got to pay? Your rookie quarterback. Your second-year quarterback that's on a rookie deal. Mm-hmm. It's simple. And then he's past that. He's more than likely past that prime. You draft and you develop in those next couple of years guys that learn under Terry and learn under Deebo. And by the time that those two guys, sports is not that difficult, man. But people make it hard. And if you're telling me if you're at $27 million and you're afraid of going up $3 more million, and he has to come down from so they're $6 million apart. Meet in the middle. Mm-hmm. Like, somebody got to take a haircut. Somebody got to feel uncomfortable. Both sides feel uncomfortable if that takes place. It's not just Terry. It's not just the organization. They both have to feel uncomfortable. $30 million. You'll be right there at number 7, number 6, behind number 6 at A.J. Brown. I'm not going to – me personally, if you're telling me I can get $30 million, $33 million, or $27 million, you want me to meet in the middle, all right, man.
Yeah.
But we're going to make sure that it's guaranteed. We get a bulk of this guaranteed. So if you do decide to cut me my final year to save some room, I would probably ask for $30 million all 3 years guaranteed. Mm-hmm. Give me the Kirk Cousins deal. Give me what Kirk Cousins had. So something along those lines. 3 years, fully guaranteed money, $30 million a year. By the time I'm done, You'll be able to pay your quarterback. He'll get 200, 300, 400 million, whatever the number is at that point, and I'll be out of your way.
We get a text from the 636. If you have a contract in place, honor it, show up and work and do your job.
Yeah, nah, not happening. Because I want you to tell that same story. I don't know what area code that was from. Tell that to the ownership group that is going to cut a player this year that is owed $25 million. Those exact words. You have a contract, honor it, show up, and do your job. Tell that to the ownership group when they decide to cut a player that is going to make $25 million this year, that is going to make $15 million this year. Tell that to them. If you're going to tell it to the players, tell it to them, because both sides signed the contract. Mm-hmm. The ownership, the group can cut a player, and they don't owe them anything. That's a dumbass statement, sir, ma'am. You don't know what you're talking about.
Do we only see this really happen in football, these players holding out for contracts because of the way it's set up?
Yeah, because
it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, right. If the contracts aren't guaranteed. There's certain portions of the contract that are guaranteed. But if a baseball, this is why we see teams hang on to baseball players for so long. It's like, why haven't they gotten rid of them? Because the contract is guaranteed. So if they just get rid of them, they got to pay them to go home. They might as well pay them to watch pitch.
Correct.
Even if they're pitching poorly. Eric Fetty. So when you look at the NFL, yeah, he's right. If the guaranteed portion of the contract has already been paid out, but there's still $25 million left, they'll just take the cap hit and move on if they want to. So it's not a two-way street. The other point here too, and I'm sure Carey will agree with this, is that this is your leverage. We all have leverage in our jobs to some degree, or maybe some of us don't at all, and you're going to lose in any sort of negotiation. But when it comes to a guy like Terry McLaurin, 30 years old, he's making $15.5 this year, and his contract he becomes a unrestricted free agent next year. This is his time, if he wants to.
His last time.
To get a big payday.
Yeah.
If he plays on the last year and he blows out his Achilles in week 4, he's not going to get a big contract. So he's playing the game just like anybody else is. It's
for sure. This happens all the time.
Yeah, it's adult time. You know, like this is an adult decision that he's making. Now the Commanders don't have to pay him. Right. You know, they can fine him. Now he's holding in, so I don't know how that works if they. You know, if they just keep paying him. I don't know if they fine him.
I don't know how that works either, because this is, which I find fascinating, because guys used to hold out and you can get fined up to $50,000 a day for missing camp. But if you're there and I tell you, I'm here, man, my ankle hurt. Huh? My ankle's sore. All right, we'll do treatment. I can't run. Nope, you know what? My hammy is a little tight.
Yeah.
My back is killing me.
Well, if
every time I get in the stands.
If you're injured right now, why would I give you a contract?
Cool. That's fine.
I guarantee that I get healthy as soon as
I put pen to paper.
As soon as I sign my Herbie Hancock.
Drug. Yeah, Herbie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Herb.
We're getting a few text messages, and I'm sure you've seen them, Carey, about this is on the NFLPA. Is that true?
I mean, to a degree, because there are no guaranteed contracts in the NFL. There are some people that have been able to get guaranteed contracts, but it's much harder to get 53 people on every team to agree or have a majority agree on one thing. It's easier when it's 25 people. It's much easier when it's 15 people. The less players you have, the easier it is to come to an agreement. Hell, we got families that can't come to an agreement, and it's 10 people. Like, you can't come to an agreement on where to eat, and it's 5 of y'all. So the more people you have, it's harder to have an agreement on what needs to take place for the whole, as a whole, Jamie. So it's very difficult. Is it something that needs to be taken care of? Yeah. But the ownership also does things like when they had a holdout, when they had a lockout or were close to a lockout, they were receiving money from Red Zone? What is that? What station is that?
It was DirecTV.
DirecTV. They were receiving.
DirecTV has one, and the NFL Network has one.
But at that time, it was just DirecTV.
Yeah.
They were receiving money, and they told them, "We don't have to do anything for the players. We're not gonna negotiate with a fair mind. We're not gonna negotiate in fairness because we already got this money coming in. If y'all want to hold out, we'll pay."
That was the 2011 lockout. Yeah, and the judge had to get involved.
And the judge had to say, "No, we'll put a freeze on that money so that you all negotiate in fairness with the players, with the union." The NFL owners don't give a damn. So they'll add more games, or we'll add more games. We'll give you an 8-team game schedule. You want guaranteed contracts? I don't care about your safety. Go play. So it is a very difficult thing when you have an ownership group that is telling you, or owners telling you, hey, we can cut you at any time. I don't care how much I owe you. And then you have people saying, well, you signed the contract. Then it goes both ways. Don't tell me I can't exercise my right to sit down and not do anything when you can exercise your right to cut me at any point. And I could never play again. So if you're telling me that it's only right, it's only fair, yeah, make it fair for both sides. I don't give a damn about what the owners say or what people say about he signed a contract, he should be playing. Fast lane you, sir or ma'am. Tell that to the owners of the Commanders. Tell that to the owners of the Denver Broncos or any ownership group. Tell it to them, because somebody's going to get cut this month, and somebody's going to be owed $25 million, and they're not going to get that money, and you're not going to say a damn thing about it.
All right, that's Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, Anthony Stalter. Speaking of Marshy, he's got what's trending next on 101 ESPN.
Topics in the sports world.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending, brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, you brought up Red Zone in the last segment, and this is exactly where I want to go with this What's Trending. Because ESPN and NFL have agreed to a blockbuster billion-dollar deal that will result in top media properties like Red Zone moving to the network, per The Athletic. Thoughts on Red Zone? Anthony, I know you have a lot of thoughts on how Red Zone works.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll do anything different now that it is on ESPN? And actually, do you like that it's going to be a part of ESPN? Or do you wish it was separate how it used to be?
I honestly don't. I don't care how they do. Look, the concept is foolproof, right? I mean, you show highlights. You cut into live action right when the action's about to happen, right? Mm-hmm. And if there is no action, you bounce around to some of the bigger games. But you always have the kind of understanding what's going on in the first 7-8 games of the day, and then, of course, later on. I love the concept. I wasn't the biggest Scott Hansen fan because I felt as though that he had
You don't like the fact that he has ESP. Like, he can tell the future.
Yeah.
You don't like the fact that God gave him the ability to know exactly who was going to score and how they were going to score before they actually did it. Like, you hate that he can predict a ball being tipped by the defender and the quarterback catching it and running it in. You're like, there's no way that man can know these things. I wish I had that.
I'm jealous, yeah. Exactly. It comes down to jealousy. You're absolutely right. A clear example would be, like, if Scott Hansen were about to show a game and, like, let's go to Green Bay, where the Bengals have not scored in 6 consecutive drives dating back to last week, and we'll see what happens. Joe Burrow back to pass. That's a touchdown. Like, there's always a cutaway to exactly what's about to happen that Scott just talked about.
He's just really good at his job, Anthony. And you should respect that.
The other thing that pisses me off is,
don't you want to know that, though? Don't you want to tune into the game and watch touchdowns? Watch,
I don't want
scores.
I don't want to know, like, 2 seconds before they flip over that this is going to be a touchdown.
But you have an idea, though, of what is going to happen because it's called Red Zone.
Could be a turnover. Could be they just got into the red zone.
That is very true. But something significant is about to happen.
Perhaps, or maybe maybe it's Bengals just crossed midfield. Let's check in on them. He often gives away what the thing is about to happen. He does it in a way where he feels like, I'm not giving too much away. No, you are. You're telling me exactly what's going to happen. And then you're cutting to the game. Ticks me off.
Maybe some people don't really, they don't pick up on that stuff.
Maybe some people don't really know football.
I pick up on random stuff, like in movies. If I notice that this person was doing this thing or that prop or whatever was right there, and then the next cutaway scene is gone, I pick up on that stuff.
It drives me crazy.
And I'm like, that's terrible editing.
Well,
that's the stuff that I pick up on that maybe some other people don't. Maybe you pick up on this that other people don't. I've never picked up on it. I really haven't.
Really?
There's a person that's supposed to, it's called continuity. There's a person that is responsible for making sure that when they cut to another scene or when they go to a different angle, the scene before, all the props that were in it, the hair, the hat, whatever it is exactly the same. And if that continuity is not, it's noticeable.
Sure.
That's
and it's
like
frustrating.
Having a Starbucks cup.
Yeah, that's bad.
In the middle of a Game of Thrones scene.
They got dragons, Anthony. You haven't watched Game of Thrones. I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed in myself.
I'm disappointed in you because you would love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I am. I'm disappointed in myself.
I would say the first season, the first couple episodes, you got to get through it. But then at the end, you're like, there's some strategy going on here, and there's some stuff going down.
I like it.
You would love it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
There's a wedding scene in there, man. That is absolutely to die for. It is amazing, brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you just gave me something there.
And there's a battle between two dudes who are born. And they're born.
I don't know.
Maybe somebody else.
Yeah.
And there's a big battle between both of them.
All right.
And it's epic.
Well, hey, I'm looking forward to it.
I don't think you are, Anthony.
No, I am. I've always wanted to watch it.
I'm disappointed in you.
I can't wait for you to watch the entire series, invest so much time into it, and then once you're done, you come back to us and you say, that was the worst ending I've ever seen in my life. Next to Lost.
It's not bad as Lost.
Okay. All right. Bacon Wrap Wiener says Anthony is a fan of Reek for sure. I'm assuming I'm not going to be a fan of Reek.
Reek is, listen. Reek?
Yeah. Come on. I'm just assuming this is a bad person.
You got to watch it. I might actually watch it again.
Okay.
Check it out.
All right.
Watch it with you. Anthony will come over.
Yeah, come on over.
Watch it with you.
Yeah. I'll enjoy that. Absolutely. Yeah.
You'll watch it when Carey watches Reacher.
I'm right on top of that.
I will watch that, though.
I'm gonna watch it.
We'll see. We'll see who gets to their series first. All right. Which team's deadline approach did you appreciate and you want the Cardinals to take moving forward? There's a very different ways to look, very different degrees, kind of the ways to look at this, right? There's the Twins approach, Mets approach, Dodgers approach. We'll get into it next on 101 ESPN. Thinking more about like the Twins yesterday and how they basically got rid of half the roster. When I say basically, they got rid of half the roster. And I was thinking about the approach to that, right? Now, I know, Marsh, you had said that the owner, apparently, for the Twins is selling.
Yeah, I don't think if we thought the DeWitts had an issue, I believe it's the Poland family in Minnesota. Apparently, they just...
Poland isn't in Minnesota?
No, Pohland.
Oh.
They want to sell?
I think so, Anthony. I don't think they like baseball.
Okay.
Just from what I've heard.
That makes sense. So I was thinking about, like, man, that's... Even though you have the attachment or the context of the team wanting to sell, that's still an approach you could take if you're a baseball team. Hey, I know this group has not gotten it done. I'm moving on. I'm going to sell off my tradable assets. I'm going to regroup a bunch of prospects, and I'm going to try to rebuild this core with the new prospects. That is an approach. You can also do what the Orioles did and say, we're going to keep our core in place, but everybody else has got to go, and we're just going to try to retool this thing on the fly after a bad season. The Braves kind of took a similar approach, although I think the Orioles executed a lot better. Then there's the Mets and the Dodgers. And this is what I hope the Cardinals get to several years down the road, because I understand it's going to take time. But I hope they get to this approach that the Mets and the Dodgers have taken, which is that we're going to address needs at the deadline because we're going to often be in contention. When we address those needs, we're going to address them with key pieces, but we're not going to trade off the top of the farm system. Our farm systems are going to be so good that we can get a closer for our number 8 prospect and a couple of others. We have the depth within the organization to trade off those pieces and get better at the deadline. That is the approach I hope the Cardinals get to. But there's also the approach of like what the Brewers did, which is that nobody can have our prospects. Our prospects are our lifeblood. We'll make a small move for Danny Jansen, and I think would they get Shelby Miller, and that's it. We're gonna make small moves, but we're riding and dying with our development team and what we've got. What do you guys hope the Cardinals are in a couple of years in terms of a deadline approach or the way the team views itself?
I hope they are buyers. I hope they are a team that has stockpiled talent and they have a good enough farm system so that when it does come time to get that middle of the order bat or that closer that you need to shut down the ninth inning because you don't have it at this point, I hope that they are in a place with their farm system that they can go out and get that player. That is a difference maker, not just a guy that, he's going to bat eighth. He's a utility guy. He can do multiple things. No, the guy that you need at that moment, if that's what you need, you're able to go out and get that, and that's what propels you to be a playoff. Not just a playoff team, but an NLCS team, a World Series team. Whether or not you win it, that's neither here nor there. But a team that at least gets to the NLCS with an opportunity to play for a championship.
Do you, CD? I feel as though like you
is breathing heavily.
Yeah, so we'll get to the heavy side there, but. Do you like the Padres approach? Like the Padres are going to swing. That's a little different, right? Mm-hmm. Like they're going all in constantly, and they're dealing from the top of their prospect pool pretty consistently. Do you like that approach?
I think they have to though, because they spent so much money.
But it is an approach.
Yeah, I think that can be your approach. I mean, if you got a lot of money, you can spend how you want to spend. You can do that because you put so much money into the major league roster. You have to win. I think they have a win now approach, and they have to, because they've spent so much money in that department. You gotta finally find a way to get to a World Series so you can win one and prove to your fan base that all of the money that you spent didn't just go to waste. So they kind of have to spend top dollar, whether that's financially or with prospects, because they need to win now. I don't think the Cardinals are I don't think they'll ever be in that mindset with the amount of money that they're going to spend. Mm-hmm. But I also don't think if you're not spending that money, I don't think you should be top prospect selling as well.
So I side because I'm trying to figure out which direction I want to go in, because you have the direction of what I want this team to be, but I also have to be realistic in what I know them to be. They're never going to be the Mets or the Dodgers. I don't even think they'll ever be the Padres. And honestly, I don't know if I want them to be the Padres. If you look at the list of players the Padres have given up on over the last few years, you could field a team that could probably contend for a World Series just by the people they've gotten rid of.
Yeah.
And they still haven't won a World Series. I don't think they'll be the Mets or the Dodgers. They sort of have already been the Tigers Cubs, where they address needs kind of, but no big splashes. But where they're at now, I would like them to be creative and do what the Cubs did last year. The Cubs traded, while not really trying to make the playoffs, kind of trying to make the playoffs, they got Paredes, right? They were buyers when they probably shouldn't have been, but then they flipped him for Kyle Tucker. And now they probably, maybe, who knows, we'll keep Kyle Tucker. Now they have that big bat moving forward. At least they have him for this season, and they're one of the best teams in the National League. That's what I want to see the Cardinals do. I want to see them be creative. You don't have to buy necessarily for that season, but you can flip a player to get a bigger player. The Cardinals don't have anything, though, in the minor league system that is worth note.
No,
so
what we're talking about is in the future.
It's going to have to be in the future.
They have to rebuild. It has started, but they've got to continue to rebuild their entire farm system.
But here's the thing. If they go in the Brewers route and you like all of your players and you are one of the best teams in the National League, we talked about it yesterday. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's tough. I think it's tough because realistically, they're never going to be the Mets or the Dodgers. You have to figure out a way to get better, but also don't give up the world because you think you're going to win the World Series. If you're going the Rays, Guardians, whatever route, how have they done in the world? You know, they haven't won a World Series, but they're contenders every year. You could make the argument that if they went out and got somebody significant, could have pushed them over the edge, but we really don't know.
Yeah. I guess no matter what the approach is, the rebuilding and restructuring of the farm system is a must. It's the most obvious statement I'll probably make of the day. They can't get to where any of us want them to be until they rebuild that farm system. And I don't know, I hesitate to say this because it's like, well, I credit for them for starting that process because somebody will come over the top rope and say, well, they should have started this a while ago. I agree. So I don't know how to say this without having my knees taken out from under me here. They have started that process of restocking the minor leagues. It's going to take a while. I do think they're on the right path. But until they get to a point where they're buying and being legit buyers again, they have to fill out that depth in the minor leagues. They don't even have the depth right now to cover injuries and poor performance.
Well, I was about to say that, too, because you might need some of those minor league players that you're talking about to actually do something at your major league level.
Yeah. They're a ways off, man. They're ways off.
They do need to spend. They need to get a superstar back here in St. Louis. I was listening to BK and Ferrari. We established that earlier today, and they were talking about homegrown St. Louis, superstars. Ultimately, the last superstar you had was Albert Pujols.
Yeah.
We talk about, they're homegrown. No, they're not. They're all complimentary players.
Right.
Which are great. But they were talking about you need to trade those complimentary players, and we established that with the controllable players earlier today. That's how you get those types of dudes. But they're not willing to spend that amount of money.
No, yeah. Realistically, I agree. Okay, I'm not. They need a dude. Realistically, though, they are not going to sign one of those guys.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
develop
them, draft them, develop them, or trade for them and develop them. It's too much money to sign one of those guys. And they're not in the market of spending that much money. So you're gonna have to draft, develop, and pay that guy early enough to where he's not asking for $300 million. Maybe he's asking for $180, and you're like, okay, not a problem.
But who was the last guy that you would say changed the game? Albert Pujols.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. And
that was 25 years ago.
It was. I mean, that is a once in a generational type player. We're seeing that, So they're going to have to develop that guy again.
But they don't even have like a Yordan Alvarez.
No, but the Dodgers didn't even know what they had in Yordan.
That's fair.
So hopefully, as they continue to trade, like the Astros did the Astros got Yordan Alvarez for a reliever.
Yeah, that's not even playing anymore.
No. So hopefully, hopefully some savvy trades are coming about here, and maybe you do get a Yordan Alvarez type. Good question by 80s Guru. $69 million on the books for next year, and the rest are arbitration. What do they spend money on? They have told us
nothing.
They have told us that they're going to invest more in the structure of the minor leagues. minor league development, more scouts, more coaches, more technology, more pitching labs, all of that, so that they can catch up in that area.
That sounds like it's going to take a long time.
I'm just saying, this is what we've been told.
I needed my shirt on today. My Be Patient shirt.
Oh.
Well,
you had it on yesterday.
I should have wore it again today.
Well, you don't want to wear the same shirt 2 days in a row.
It's a good shirt.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have multiple ones, don't you?
Nope, just got that one.
Oh, really?
Nope, couldn't afford to.
Okay.
I'm on the Cardinals payroll.
Oh, man. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not over the last couple of days.
They don't like us anymore.
Micah Parsons has asked the Cowboys for a trade. This one seems a lot worse than the Terry McLaurin situation with the Commanders. That's next on 101 ESPN. Boy, the weather is beautiful here in St. Louis. Hopefully it's going to be that way over the weekend. If you know that either you or somebody in your family needs a new vehicle, head out to Herculaneum and talk to my friends at Auto Centers Nissan. As you know, they've got over 1,000 vehicles all in one massive location. They've got brand new Nissans like the Rogue, the Pathfinder, the Murano. They also have pre-owned vehicles, different makes, different models. And if you are purchasing a vehicle, whether it's new or used, and you're looking for a great deal and you want it to be reliable, you want to make sure that you get a little peace of mind when you're driving the car off the lot. And maybe it's for a vehicle for somebody that's a first-time driver in your family, heading off to college maybe, and you know that you want that safe, reliable vehicle. At Auto Centers Nissan, remember, every new vehicle comes with dealer pricing, a lifetime warranty, and a 30-day return promise. If you're looking at used cars, they got great deals right now. Auto Center says 0 down and no payments for 3 months. If you're looking at the Rogue, the Pathfinder, the Murano, all built right here in the USA, 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down, and no payments for 3 months on the 2025 Rogue, Pathfinder, and Murano. Drop my name, tell them Stalter sent you when you head out to Auto Centers Nissan in Herculaneum. You can also check them out online at autocentersnissan.com. It's the Fastline on 101 ESPN. So we talked about Terry McLaurin earlier in the show today, and that's not even the bigger concern, I don't think, in the NFC East right now when it comes to players that are holding out. I think right now that belongs to the Cowboys and Micah Parsons. This situation, while I know the Terry McLaurin hold out or hold in, that's concerning because that's their number one wide receiver. But I do think they'll figure something out. But when it comes to the Cowboys and Micah Parsons, I think the Cowboys have completely fast-laned this thing up. He tweeted out today, or he posted on social media, that he no longer wants to play for the Cowboys, and he's requested a trade. He talked about engaging with Jerry Jones during an informal conversation about leadership a couple of months ago, and that transpired in March. And then Jerry Jones and the Cowboys basically, when his agent reached out, said, "Hey, yeah, no, the deal's almost done." And his agent realized, "Whoa, no, nothing's been done here. You got to talk. You got to talk to me." Mm-hmm. Despite constant media reports indicating that the deal's framework was already in place, Parsons wrote that not one demand has been made by my agent about money, years, or anything else. He added that he was willing to sign an extension early in the offseason instead of waiting for the pass rush market to repeatedly reset as new deals rolled in. Parsons closed the statement by saying he submitted the trade to co-owner Stephen Jones personally, and Parsons had also talked about how much he is just tired of reading about how he's hurt and all that other stuff. Jerry Jones fast-laned this thing up.
Yeah, which is in Jerry Jones fashion. Like, he did the same thing. He's done the same thing in the past couple of years. He did it with CeeDee Lamb. He did it with Dak, where he waited to the very last possible minute and had to pay Dak to become the highest-paid quarterback in ever, Bob. Right? He's done this year after year. Somebody needs to explain to him, the sooner you get it done, the more money you'll save.
Right.
And if Micah Parsons is saying, hey, I wanted to sign this earlier in the offseason before T.J. Watt got paid, probably before Myles Garrett got paid, the number's just going to continue to grow. Now, Micah is going to be the highest paid defensive end or defensive player in NFL history.
Yeah.
But you messed that up because you waited too long. And you're going to pay him. Or you should. And now he's saying, oh, I don't even want to be here. Which I think that's just, sour grapes, feelings hurt a little bit. He's getting paid, I believe, $21 million this season. He'll play. I don't think he's going to let that go away and not play the entire season. He may hold out. Maybe he'll hold out to the last 6 games so he can get an accrued year and become a free agent next year. We'll see how that goes. But as you said, Jerry Jones has taken year after year his sweet old time, and it's cost him more money in the long run, and it's going to cost him more money right now to pay Micah Parsons.
Yeah, they completely muck up their finances. It seems like every year this is a problem. Last offseason, they couldn't figure out how to sign Derrick Henry. The Baltimore Ravens have, I think the Eagles have the best roster in football. Somebody could make an easy argument, that the Ravens actually have, from top to bottom, the most talent. And yet they were the ones that still figured out how to sign Derrick Henry to an already stacked roster. The Cowboys, meanwhile, didn't have much of a running game last year because their finances were such in dire straits that even though Derrick Henry wanted to play for the Cowboys, they couldn't sign him.
Right.
So that's on them. They have to figure all that out. But this is what you want as any organization, whether we're talking about the Cardinals in baseball, Blues in hockey, or a football team like the Cowboys. You want a young player to develop after you drafted him to be one of the top players at his position, and therefore you can pay him.
Yep, as you should.
Instead, you had Jerry Jones saying, you know what, he's a good player when he's healthy. He's a good player when he's available.
Ridiculous.
Hey, come on, man.
Yeah, and that will upset a player. Like, you're telling me that I'm not giving you I'm giving you everything I got. I am one of the better players. If not, maybe you take Myles Garrett ahead of him. Maybe you take T.J. Watt, but he's number 3. He's between 1 and 3. And so
when he's available.
Oh,
all right,
Marshy.
Jerry. Yeah, you're going to pay more money than Jerry. I'll be available. I'm available now, Jerry. Pay me. Or let me go. Trade me. And I think, when you are, we just talked about this with Terry McLaurin, when you're a player that finally has a little bit of power, like you're on the right side of things, you've done everything that is asked of you, and you see that players do get contract extensions when they have 1 year, you don't allow guys to go into free agency, generally speaking. You're better players. You're not going to let Josh Allen go into free agency. You're not going to let Joe Burrow go into free agency. You're going to pay those guys what they deserve, and you should do the same thing for defense. You have so many teams that don't think that the defensive side of the ball matters as much when it's just as important. If you got a guy that gets after the quarterback, I don't care how much you're paying that left tackle or how much you're paying that quarterback, this guy's going to go hunt him, and it's going to cost you, so you need to pay him.
And if you do let your star player go, maybe he goes to your division rival and ends up winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Philly will take him.
Yeah,
I don't know if they got enough money. I don't know if they got money left.
They probably don't, but my word.
They'd find a way.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened in New York.
Yeah, no,
We saw
got
that.
it. Yep.
No, we saw it.
Yep. I believe there was a player named Saquon Barkley.
Where do you think, let's just say he's traded. Let's play the hypothetical game.
Okay.
What is the best fit for Micah Parsons? Like, who needs him?
Who can afford him?
Who
would
can
be the
afford
number
him?
one question.
Who
But
can afford him?
Raiders.
Okay.
nah,
I answered the question.
I don't think. I don't know who could afford him, but if you are a team like, I don't know, Baltimore Ravens, you might be able to use a guy like that, be happy. Your Atlanta Falcons
They got no
probably
money.
could use a guy like that. No
paying
money.
Kirk.
We put money aside. We throw money out the window.
Oh, well, yeah,
This is a hypothetical question.
all 32
any
teams.
Any team could
All
use
32 teams. I mean, even the Steelers. How would Micah Parsons look opposite T.J. Watt? I mean,
Yeah.
Funny enough, the Steelers have they're ninth right now in terms of cap space available. They're ninth. The Steelers love adding defense.
$33 million?
He would be a great fit. Are you kidding me?
What's
But
what are they making? What is max? They're making $40 million now. The top. That's what T.J. Watt got, didn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, a few $1 million short. You trade a guy.
You wouldn't do a 1-for-1 Terry McLaurin, Micah Parsons, would you? Within the division? If your Dallas go in the Bengals route, all offense?
No, if I'm Dallas, no.
Dallas doesn't need another
Absolutely
receiver.
not. No,
Not Terry.
Terry McLaurin would have less value for me with
Right.
CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens on this field. So no, yeah. But I mean, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Jets, there's the Colts, the Packers. There's no shortage of teams.
What about Detroit? They got $51 million in cap space.
I mean, Detroit would be you pair him with
Aiden
Hutchinson. Yeah, that'd be incredible.
Who would you trade, though?
I wouldn't try. If I were the
David
Cowboys,
Montgomery.
I would have signed him.
David Montgomery and some money.
No, if I'm the Lions, I would do that in a heartbeat.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He asked, who would you trade? I trade you David Montgomery, and I give you some cash. I give you, and
Give you some
pick
picks.
one more player.
Oh man!
And a pick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be a fleecing. And I like Dave Montgomery. That would be a fleecing
For the Cowboys?
They need a running back.
for the Lions.
Not you would have to give up a pick. Yeah, I'd probably give a first round pick in 2027.
Barring me signing Parsons, being able to sign him.
I'm gonna sign him. That's the whole point in him coming here.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's
Sign and trade.
Yeah. Right.
Give you Dave Montgomery, you need a running back. Got you one.
I hope that doesn't happen.
No, you don't want that.
I don't want that at all. As a Vikings fan, absolutely not.
What deal do you think gets done before week 1?
Micah Parsons.
Do you?
Yep.
Oh, I think McLaurin gets done before week 1.
McLaurin's going to have to take a little bit of a haircut from what he wants. If he wants 33, 30 is fine. Hell, 29 is fine. But you probably want that number rounded up.
I'd take
30
one.
feels good.
I'd take one.
Chiefs don't have any cap space, do they?
Hell no. For Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
Nah, the Chiefs probably are dead last. Where they finished? Dead last?
Bills are dead last, believe it or not.
They got 25. Yeah.
Here's a question. Here's a question for you, CD, that plays into. Remember when you asked the other day, like, how can you be so mediocre to below average at the big league level and also have your freaking farm system not be any good? The Giants are 31st
in cap space.
in cap space.
Yeah, they're terrible.
In available cap space. The Bills are the only team over the cap. But the Giants are 31st right now, then the Falcons. Now, once Kirky Cousins' deal comes off the books,
they'll be good.
They'll be fine.
You can't be paying that much money and be that terrible.
No, absolutely.
Be that
I completely
terrible.
agree.
I'll give you another team. You can swap two players out, and I'd give you some. Give you a draft pick. What about the Cincinnati Bengals?
Yeah.
Both of them. I mean, trade defensive end for defensive end, and I'd give you a draft pick with it.
So I'm getting Micah Parsons, you're getting Trey Hendrickson, and I'm getting a draft pick?
Hell no. If I'm getting Trey, I'm getting the draft pick. If I'm the Cowboys,
Yeah.
I'm getting the draft pick. Micah's much better than Trey.
Okay. So I thought that I didn't know what you said. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, but they don't even want to pay him.
Who?
Trey Hendrickson.
That's because he's a little bit older. Mm-hmm. They don't want to pay him because they feel like he's reached his level.
I understand that, but do you think they would actually want to pay Micah Parsons?
Yeah, I would. Why wouldn't you?
Matt brings up a good idea. Trade Parsons. This is from the Snake Pit. Trade Parsons to the Bengals for Shamar Stewart and a first-round pick.
Not bad either.
Nope. I'd much rather have
Trey Hendrickson?
I'd much rather have Micah Parsons if I was the Bengals
Oh.
than Shamar Stewart.
Yeah.
Who I don't know what he is. I mean, I know he drafted him, but yeah. Darth 007 brings up a good point, though. Probably won't pay either. Bengals won't pay him.
It's not a good organization.
Bengals are cheap.
Until Joe Burrow says pay him, and then they get involved. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Mark, should we have a lineup?
Let me hit the old refresh button, Anthony. We got a late first pitch, so probably not.
I would doubt.
And the answer is no.
All right. I read, when I was reading through a lot of the reaction stuff from The Athletic today on the Cardinals trade deadline, there was a paragraph that stood out to me about it was actually included in one of the trade deadline grades. You know how these sites are giving their grades to teams after the trade deadline. Mm-hmm. There was a sentence in that article for the Cardinals draft grade that I was like, wait, what? I want to get your thoughts on it. That's next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals take on the San Diego Padres tonight with Matthew Liberatore on the mound. He'll go up against Nick Pivetta. First pitch tonight is at 8:40. The Cardinals head into this game 55-55, and they're 5.5 games back of the San Diego Padres for that final wild card spot. We're waiting on the lineup to come out, but we are going to get back into baseball. Talk about your Cardinals next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by
Saliga
Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Through the Cardinals trade deadline grades, and one of the articles that I stumbled upon was the article at The Athletic, where they did the MLB trade deadline, had grades for all 30 teams. 5 teams got A's, 15 teams got B's, 7 teams got C's, and 3 teams got D's. Your St. Louis Cardinals, C+ at the trade deadline, according to The Athletic. The Cardinals ended up trading away closer Ryan Helsley, swingman Steven Matz, and starter Eric Fetty, the latter for cash considerations. They didn't mention Phil Maton, but obviously Phil Maton too. The 3-player return for Helsley was solid considering he's an impending free agent who has taken a step back after a stellar 2024 season. Batters are hitting .406 and slugging .522 against his four-seamer. This was the Cardinals' last trade deadline under President of Baseball Operations John Mozeliak, who has worked in the club's front office for nearly 3 decades. This is the sentence that I actually read a couple of times because I'm like, wait, what? Chaim Bloom will take over baseball operations after this season, and Mozeliak has set him up with flexibility and a clean slate to put his mark on the team. Do you guys feel as though Mo set Bloom up with flexibility and a clean slate?
I mean, in the bullpen.
Well,
I
what?
think he got
There's
the same
a lot
issues.
of congestion on this roster.
Yeah, I think you got the same issues you've had for the last couple of years.
A clean slate is what the Twins did. That's a clean slate.
You figure it out. But this is, I don't think it's a clean slate. I think you have the same amount of problems that you had prior to it, maybe more. Mm-hmm. Who's in your starting rotation next year?
Right now, Sonny Gray, Matthew Liberatore, Andre Palante, and Michael McGreevy.
You're missing one name, Anthony, that they'll probably bring back for 1 year.
Oh, boy. I'm not going to say it, but he has been dealing lately. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Who's playing third base?
Nolan Arenado is playing third base.
Okay.
You didn't get rid of him.
Who's playing left field?
Lars Nootbaar.
Who's playing second base?
Brendan Donovan.
Who's catching?
Combination of Pedro Pajes and Yoel Pozo.
Okay. Where is Herrera's going to be your DH?
Yes, sir.
Where is Alec Burleson playing?
Alec Burleson is going to be
in left center field. We're actually going to add another player out there. We're going to add the 10th player like in softball. Major League Baseball continues to innovate. So let's put 10 players out there because the shift actually hurt the Cardinals. Maybe they'll implement a rule that will help them.
Yeah. Okay. CD, I think what you're getting at is that there was no clean slate given.
That's all I'm asking.
At all.
Yep. Not a lot
Which
of
I agree with.
I mean, maybe there's flexibility. You got a lot of guys for a lot of different spots. Mm-hmm. Change the lineup every day if you want.
Go for it.
You know?
So the 314 brings up a point that maybe we're not thinking of. Flexibility means that he can choose who stays and who goes next year.
Well, with all due respect, and I do mean with all due respect, didn't he have that? Wasn't he going to be granted that no matter what? Like, he's taking over the job, so wouldn't he have the flexibility of deciding whether or not he's going to keep anybody?
Well, I guess instead of Mo
Unless I'm missing the comment.
shipping somebody out at the deadline, whereas maybe Bloom was like, well, I kind of wanted to keep that guy. But then that's a whole other mess of problems. I don't know.
If that's the case.
I don't know.
If that's the case, and they're saying, hey, listen, I'm gonna trade Newt. Let's just say, Mo's like, I'm gonna trade Newt to the Dodgers, and Bloom's like, well, I kind of like that guy. No, forget it. I'm trading him. Then what the hell? What? Why is Bloom here then? I'm sure there was plenty of coordination between the two.
I assume that the players that are here because Chaim Bloom wanted them here. And the players that aren't here are not here because Chaim Bloom didn't want them here.
Yeah.
And so did the front office, and so did Mo. And they all agreed. Mm-hmm. Because, as you said, if Mo traded away or didn't trade away some people and Bloom wanted them gone, that'd be kind of weird.
Right.
Be kind of weird going into 2026. And maybe Mo said, fast lane you can figure it out in the offseason. We're not going to do it now. And Chaim's like, I don't like that, but okay.
So the same 314 says if he deals Newton Gorman this year at the deadline, there's no flexibility in the offseason. There's a clean slate, but no flexibility. You would have what you have.
Okay.
Say that again.
I understand that. Yeah. So what they're saying is if Mo just decided to trade Newt, just trade Donovan, whatever, there was no flexibility in the offseason to trade him then if Bloom wanted to. So I get it. That makes sense.
Are we sure that there's going to be a dance partner in the offseason for those guys? Are we sure that the price for those guys is going to be as good or greater?
No.
We don't know. We don't know. We'll never know.
Yeah, right.
You might get the same offer you were going to get then, which I guess is okay, or it could be less. You never know.
I think the worst thing that could happen is that you don't do anything in the offseason and you roll back the same squad.
Let me tell you what the worst thing that could happen is.
Oh, boy.
Lars Nootbaar hits 167, doesn't get hurt, performs poorly. Nolan Gorman, every time he gets up, strikes out. Doesn't get hurt, but doesn't do nothing. That's the worst case scenario.
Well, at least you know, though, that those guys aren't good enough to be players that you want to move forward with, which would fall in line with the youth movement, the runway. Now you get a little bit of an understanding of okay, these guys, one, they're hurt, and two, when they come back, they're not being productive. I think we can move on.
Best case scenario.
And we're not going to maybe get as much as we wanted to get, but what we are getting is some answers to what we have moving forward. These are the guys that we want. These are the guys that we're going to put our trust in. And if those guys don't perform, then we're going to start making some moves and start bringing up some guys. Because now we've put more money and more resources into our minor league system because you have guys like J.J. Weatherholt. You have other dudes that are coming up. So maybe that creates a little bit more flexibility. So maybe it's not the worst thing if they aren't that good. But maybe it's not the worst thing if they are good.
Maybe they're just average and they get hurt again in the last 2 weeks of the season.
Well, that goes back to my point that I made earlier. I think these are the two guys.
This is so depressing.
I think those are the two guys that they're looking to get rid of. I think they made that kind of clear with we didn't want to move them because they're injured. Otherwise, like we mentioned earlier, maybe they would have moved off of Burleson or Donovan, but it seems like they want to keep those guys.
I'm just so glad that I have no idea how Bloom's going to do, but I'm just so glad that it's somebody else's viewpoint. I get it. The DeWitts are going to have the same handcuffs on Bloom as they did with Mo, but at the very least, we're going to get a different perspective, a different strategy when it comes to for Bloom when it comes to everything else.
Different voice too to the fans.
A different voice.
A voice that I have yet to hear. I can't wait to hear Bloom's voice.
He's been working on stuff.
Not like special
projects.
Yeah, no,
there's
like
somebody else that is working on those special projects.
Position.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. All right. Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. I wanted to ask CD because CD, he saw different things throughout his NFL career when it came to coaching. how much added value does a good or great coaching staff give an NFL team? Or do we completely overrate the ability of a coaching staff to get the most out of players? I'd like to think it's the former, but that's next on 101 ESPN. went to ESPN.com today. They had a article that ranked all the coaching staffs in the NFL from 1 through 32. And Carey, as I was perusing the list, I mean, it's really not going to surprise you, the teams that should be at the top. You know, guys like that have Andy Reid, of course, and Kyle Shanahan and McVay, and even Pete Carroll in Las Vegas. I think his coaching staff cracked the top 10, like experience and Super Bowl experience and all that. But my question to you is, how much added value does a good or great coaching staff give an NFL team? And you would think a lot. That's why I'm asking this. I think there's a lot. But I've also heard you say sometimes, like, hey, you know what? Some of these coaches are just better to kind of stay out of the way outside of giving the players what they need.
I think so. When you're talking about, like, a head coach for me is like the CEO of the entire team. Needs to make sure that, you know, they are game situationally aware, know what's going on, when to call a timeout, when not, when to call, you know, a fake punt, when to go for it on fourth down. Like, all of the game management issues are on the head coach, making sure you have the team prepared, and that's delegating the responsibilities to the offensive coordinator, to the defensive coordinator, special teams coach, when we're going to do what and how we're going to attack this team going into this game. I think the great head coaches, it's not all about the Newt Rockne speeches and win one for the game. It's not all of that. That, if you are able to do that, if you're able to inspire your team, but as NFL players, you should be intrinsically motivated. It shouldn't have to come from outside. Mm-hmm. If you have that in your bag, that's wonderful. But having an expectation and a standard for what your team is supposed to do, that helps. To me, the coaches that don't have a clue, and when I say all of that, the game situation thing is obviously game time and during the game. The preparation for the game and how to know what to do and how to go about your business on Sunday or Monday night, that comes throughout the week, and that comes from the head coach as well. The best teams that I've been on are extremely prepared for what's going to take place and can adapt when that thing that you planned for didn't go that way. The teams that are terrible, you'll see coaches like a little bit flustered, a little bit frustrated, a little bit out of sorts when it's not exactly how you planned it to go on Tuesday or Wednesday of that work week.
Carey, why do you think that is? Because, I mean, anybody would realize, like, hey, listen, here's a game plan. Mm-hmm. Like, we all know the infamous Mike Tyson quote, everybody's got a plan, and so they get punched in the mouth.
Right.
So you would think that every coach would have a backup plan for when things go sideways. Yeah. Why do you think that there's certain coaching staffs that just get flustered if, hey, we practice this is what's going to happen, and then you can't go off script and improv?
Well, I think you spend so much time, and these coaches do spend a lot of time. I'll never discredit them for that. They spend a lot of time in the office watching film, watching tape, seeing what the opponents do well, what they don't do well, what the opposing team did against that opponent that worked well the week before or the weeks before, what didn't. And you tend to kind of copy what you've seen from previous games, what works and what doesn't. But you also have to take into account is the team is watching themselves.
Yeah.
And they saw what worked on them, and they're going to try to correct it. So there are times where you go into a game and you think, oh, this player doesn't do this well enough, we're going to attack it. Well, hell, he's been working on that all week. And now he does do it better because he realized that was a gap, a soft spot in his game. And so as an offense, I'm speaking specifically from an offensive side, you have to be willing and able to adapt or adjust. All right, well, that's not there. Now what?
Yeah.
And some teams are unable to do that, and some teams are. And I think it's just like anything in life. Some people are good at what they do, and some people aren't. And some people are good as long as everything is going perfectly. And the moment things get derailed a little bit, they panic. And they kind of bleep the bed. And you're like, hey, we got to get back into it. And some people are able to, some aren't.
I think some teams, they think, okay, we've done this all season long. Eventually, throughout 4 quarters, it will work because we've stuck to it. You know that I had a huge gripe with Kevin O'Connell towards the end of the season because what the Vikings were doing, especially in the playoff game, it wasn't working.
Yeah.
And they didn't have a response in the second half. They just kept doing the same things over and over again. There was no switch up. And so I had a little bit of a critique for him. That doesn't mean I don't think he's a great coach, but we see other coaches that ultimately they don't change their scheme for whatever reason. Maybe it's an ego thing. Maybe it's just because, okay, hey, we're This is what we did all season long. It reminds me of, you remember the Lions in the NFC Championship game against San Francisco. We're going to go for it on fourth down.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Right.
Why are you? Well, we've done it all year. We're going to live and die by the sword.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to switch up your philosophy for maybe one drive, because that field goal could ultimately put you in the damn Super Bowl.
Right.
So let's slow the brake. Let's pump the brakes here.
Sure.
For a second. Do what's smart. What works in the moment. If it's not working for you heading into, what you planned for heading into the game isn't working. You have to adapt.
Yeah, it's tough though too, right? Because I also think there's a timing element to that, because you worked on something. So you say, hey, this is our best. You have convinced the team all week that this is our best approach, is our best game plan. You do have to adapt, but at what point during the game? Is it because halftime? We all think, halftime adjustments.
Nah.
There are no halftime adjustments.
When you
really
go pee, right?
It's not
15
that long.
minutes.
Yeah,
It is.
You're in and out.
It really is in and out. You will go in there, and the first few minutes, you're just getting in, sitting down. Coaches are over there kind of figuring out, and they come back to you. So you got offense on one side, defense on one side. It's really 7 minutes worth of game planning, if that, maybe 5, where you're really, all right, this is what's worked. This is what we're going to scrap that. We're not going to do that because they're killing us on this. We're going to do this, and we're going to stay out of this. Okay.
Right.
But it is very fast paced. It is, all right, here it goes. This is what we're doing. It's not what we're doing. And we're back outside warming up to get ready for the second half.
Was there a coach, offensively, defensively? I mean, obviously you played offense, so defensively you don't have knowledge of this. Yeah.
I know that.
Well, okay, so you played on a team that had one of the best defensive coordinators in NFL history, one that revolutionized things to a certain degree, right? So when you did play, was there certain guys that were so they just had that timing to adapt and transition to a new scheme? But
I think it comes
not
from
a new scheme, but a new game plan.
A new game plan. It comes from the players as well. Like Peyton was one of those guys. Okay, that's not working. We're gonna change. We're gonna change this audible to mean something different. That might go from series to series, drive to drive, or at the end of the first quarter. All right, we were saying this. That's dead. And if you jump into something and thinking that what he just said, it's a chess match. You have to be able to outthink your opponent. It's not always the physical. And the great coaches, Coach LeBeau, okay, we're going to go into this. We're not going to do this. Even Bruce Arians, as much as I don't like him because of some other issues or haven't always agreed with him, because he was really good at that as well.
Yeah.
Adapting and adjusting and making sure, okay, we're going to get into this because this is going to work and this isn't. So it just really, if you're a good coach, it matters.
Yeah.
And if you're good, being a good coach is not the most important thing. I can be a good coach, but can I get you to understand what I'm trying to say and get you to go out there and play? Because I can have all of these ideas in my head, and I can have all of the great thoughts about, well, this play is going to work, this play. Have we repped it? Do my players know it well enough? Are they going to be able to go out there and execute it well enough for what's in my brain to actually come to fruition on the field?
It's like a coach having a bunch of plays, right?
In a green notebook?
Not even a green notebook, but you go to your coworker and you're like, hey, do you think I got too many plays?
Yeah, so
I think you should cut it down.
When guys do that, sometimes, the coach, you try to explain to that coach, yeah, coach, I think maybe 25 plays is a bit much.
Especially for 7-year-olds.
Well, even for 27-year-olds, it's a lot. For those guys to, especially when you got a short week, you're doing this on 2 days worth of practice and you're trying to implement.
You're playing kids that are older.
It's even worse.
Implement all of these plays, and maybe you should dial it back and just do what they know. You know what I mean?
I don't know who you're talking about, but I feel like that coach is passionate and he wanted to do a good job, and maybe he became overzealous. And,
he did.
And I will say he's still 20-4 as a coach. So.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good. Do you think a score has anything to do with the coaches not adjusting? If your defense is giving you stops, you go back out there once again. You're like, okay, maybe this is the time where we break through. Do you think the score, and if you're getting blown out, it really doesn't matter at that point?
No.
You have to be able to understand that too. You have to, as a head coach, you have to understand what game you're playing, how the game is going. All right, man, our defense is playing their butts off. And so is their defense. We're going to have to put together a drive, even if it only results in a field goal.
We can't go 3 and out.
We can't go 3 and out.
And we can't throw the ball three times.
We can't throw it
Right.
three. We're going to have to give them a break. We're going to have to give ourselves a drive to get them on their heels. And if we put any points on the board, game's over. Like, you have to be able to acknowledge all of that as well and not say, all right, defense just had another stop. They're playing their butts off. We're going to go 3 passes in a row, and now it's 3 and out. Because the defense is going to look at you like, hey, man, the hell y'all doing down there? What are y'all doing?
Right.
Let's figure it out sooner rather than later. You're like, I want to let those guys down. And if they are stinking, they're like, we stinking. We're letting our guy. We done scored 45 points, but then gave up 47. Like, hey, what y'all doing?
Right.
We got the next stop, brother. So the head coach has to understand all of those things as well.
Yeah.
And good head coaches understand complementary football, and bad head coaches. Brandon Staley was one of those guys that you're like, what are you doing, brother? You're going for it, and all you need is a tie to make it to the playoffs. The analytics are frying your brain, sir.
Right.
That's a dumbass call.
Yeah.
So
He's doing a good job at head coach right now.
I don't think he's head coaching.
He's a defensive
He's a DC.
coordinator, I think, for the Saints.
Well, they're gonna have a good year.
I think so. I think he's the DC. I know he's the DC somewhere. I think he's the DC for the Saints. All right. Well, it's the moment that I've seen a couple people in the snake pit. They've been dying to see. It's time for the Gauntlet. And John has been an unstoppable force thus far. Got through Marsh and Carey, and he has posted some big-time numbers.
John has texted back.
Has he?
Yeah, Marshy.
What'd he text?
He said my cell reception is not great. So he's
2
got
bars.
2 bars.
Hopefully it's okay.
Wow. Well, we'll see if he even has cell reception. Either way, Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN.
4 warriors, 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
402, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler, with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. Time for the Gauntlet, and this is round 3 now for our guy John, who's on the line. What's up, John?
Hey, guys. How's my cell reception?
Well, sounded like it was okay there, and then maybe the last part of your word there got cut off, but I think we're okay.
My phone sucks. Sorry.
That's okay. Hopefully we're all right. But, John, you already know you're going to get me, so I'm going to head out to the Cone of Silence, man. Good luck.
All right. Good luck to you, too, Anthony.
Thank you, sir.
All right, John. Anthony is heading out to the Cone of Silence. You know how this goes. You've knocked Marshy and myself off already. Tell Marshy to spin that wheel.
Marsh, spin the wheel, please.
All right, so you got baseball the last 2 days. I'm sure you're hoping for baseball again.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's not.
Woo!
It was close.
Very close. It is not baseball, John. It is not hockey.
Good.
It is not football. It is the category that Anthony hates. It is random.
Which I feel is in your wheelhouse for some reason.
Roll the dice, guys. Roll the dice.
We'll see how it goes. You know how it goes. You answer the question correctly. Without the options, you get 2 points. You answer it correctly with the option, you get 1 point. And if you answer incorrectly, you get 0. Are you ready to roll?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. The world's largest truck stop can be found in the state of
Option.
Iowa, Michigan, Georgia.
Michigan.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Question number 2. Can you tell us the female sprinter who overcame Graves' disease to win 3 gold medals and compete in 5 Olympic Games?
Florence Flojo.
Say that one more time.
He said Flojo.
Flojo. Final answer.
Question number 3. Name the guitarist and co-founder of Black Sabbath.
Ooh. Options.
Randy Rhoads, Tony Iommi, or Pete Thorne?
Pete. Final answer.
And question number 4. Which of the wildly popular McDonald's pies made its grand debut in 2012?
I used to do PR for me. Options.
Options are strawberry and cream or creme, strawberry and creme, the holiday pie, or pumpkin and creme.
Strawberry and creme. Final answer.
All right, we'll get Anthony in here. Did he see you, Marshy?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Let me give him the wave.
There he comes.
Give him the old Jeep wave, right?
Yeah, sure. So how you feeling?
I mean, they were all guests. So.
All right, well, Anthony is back in the room. He is putting on his headphones. Anthony, how you feel?
You know what? I feel calm.
You feel calm?
Yeah, I feel calm.
Calm before the storm. Better pack a lunch.
You know, this is, I got to step up.
All right.
You know, I got to step up.
You're going to do it.
No, I don't like that now. I don't like these. I don't like the John's nice.
So a guy's having a beer with his buddy, and he said, Susie broke up with me last night. I can't believe it. But he said, oh, man, I'm sorry. He said, yeah. She says, all I do is watch sports, and she just can't take it anymore. He said, oh, man, that's horrible. I'm really sorry. You guys were together for a long time. He said, yeah, 4 seasons.
That's pretty good.
All right.
That's pretty good.
All right. You ready, Anthony?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to know the category?
Oh, yeah, it's random.
Sorry.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Pack a lunch. The world's largest truck stop can be found in the state of
Options.
Michigan, Iowa, or Georgia.
Michigan, Iowa, or Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Used to live in Michigan. I think I would have heard it if it were Michigan. I've been through Georgia and have game planned a lot riding through there. And I don't remember anything in Georgia. I don't know if it's Iowa, but I'm process of elimination. I'm going to go Iowa. Final answer.
Question number 2. Can you tell us the female sprinter who overcame Graves' disease to win 3 gold medals and compete in 5 Olympic Games?
No. But I wonder if I hear the names. Options.
Options are Sha'Carri Richardson, Allison Felix, Gail Devers.
I feel like I've heard of Gail Devers. Can you repeat those real quick? Sorry.
Sha'Carri Richardson, Allison Felix, Gail Devers.
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 Yeah. Gail Devers.
Raphael Devers' sister.
I don't think they're related.
Yeah, Gail. I'm going to go with Gail Devers. Final answer.
Question number 3. Name the guitarist and co-founder of Black Sabbath.
Tony Lomi. Tony Lomi. Final answer.
Question number 4. Which of the wildly popular McDonald's pies made its grand debut in 2012?
2012? I want to say it was something chocolate. I'll take the options.
Options are strawberry and creme, the holiday pie, or pumpkin and creme.
Let's go pumpkin and creme. Final answer.
All right. Let's start. Let's start at the top. The world's largest truck stop can be found in the state of. John took the options. Said Michigan. Anthony took the options. He said, I don't think it's Michigan. I lived there. Also lived in Georgia and San Jose and other places. Go with Iowa.
What did John say?
He said Michigan.
Okay.
Correct answer is.
Well, according to the 573, 80 400-plus truck parking spots in Iowa.
Ooh.
Whoa. You got this, Anthony.
Okay. No. John, darn it. Darn it, John. Don't be doing that.
Anthony is up 1-0. Let's go to question 4. Which of the wildly popular McDonald's pies made its grand debut in 2012? John, you said strawberry and creme. Anthony, you said pumpkin and creme. Correct answer is.
It is strawberry and creme.
But you both needed the options. It's 1-1.
Well, John, nice job.
You got this, buddy.
You erased my lead.
Let's go to question number 2. Can you tell us the female sprinter who overcame Graves' disease to win 3 gold medals and compete in the 5 Olympic Games? John, without the options, he said FloJo, who was not an option.
Oh, he wasn't. She wasn't.
Anthony, with the option, said Gail Devers. Correct answer is.
It is Gail Devers.
Nice.
Anthony is up 2-1. Final question. Name the guitarist and co-founder of Black Sabbath. John, you went with Pete Thorne. Anthony, you went with Tony. I don't know if it's Lomi or Iommi because they said
Lomi.
it's a
Iommi. According to literally everybody in the text.
Iommi. Sorry, Iommi.
Yeah.
Anthony, you went with Tony Iommi. Mm-hmm. Correct answer is?
It's Tony Iommi.
John.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose. Not today.
He got you 4-1, John.
Oof.
Yeah. It was fun while it lasted, though.
Yeah, you had a great run.
John, you had a great run. I said I was calm. I was nervous as hell, John. I did not want to face you, especially not in random. I got lucky.
You did well.
Well, thank you, man. Hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for playing, dude. You were a juggernaut the last couple of days.
Good job, John.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Thanks, John. We'll see you, bud.
Good job, John.
Yep.
He really was a nice guy. I don't know how you got.
Well,
He beats nice guys. What do you mean? Oh, no.
I've been
got through.
losing a lot lately.
Me too.
Maybe I'm not the nice guy anymore.
So you're saying things have flipped.
Maybe things have flipped. So maybe I only beat bad people. And not a lot of bad people are listening to this radio
Very
station,
true.
You know?
Very true. Was there any sort of controversy there? I feel like there's some controversy.
Well, some people are saying that
You said Lomi.
Yeah.
Instead of Iomi. I called him Lomi. Of course, I don't know who the hell Black Sabbath is, so I kind of got a excuse there.
Yeah. Look, I'm not the biggest Black Sabbath fan, but I know I knew the name, or at least the.
And they want me to throw it out. They want us to throw it out because I said Tony Lomi, and maybe that threw him off because he said Pete Thorne. But I think if you know.
I wonder if you said
Tony Iommi,
he says, okay, give me Tony.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then you say Tony Lomi, which isn't his name. It's Tony Iommi.
Somebody should have
And you get 0, and we have ourselves a walk-off.
Someone should have
Maybe
gave
that's
me
what people are
the
wanting.
pronunciation of that.
All right.
Because I definitely don't know who Tony Iommi is. Wouldn't know him, or her, for that matter, if she or he was sitting right here. He'd be like, that's Tony Iommi. I'm like, who? Where? When? Don't know.
Well, I never felt so terrible about a huge win in all my life.
People are saying it's rigged.
It's rigged.
It's rigged. I once said India.
Justice for John. Ah. Anthony, you might have to beat John again.
Okay. That's fine. Or we can either start over if people don't feel like that was a fair dub. We can either
But if John would have known, he would have corrected Carey. That's my.
But if I were wrong, right? It's 2-2.
That's
no,
if-
it's 2-1.
Well, yeah, he would have to say Tony Iommi.
He would have had to say
But
Tony
he said
Iommi.
Pete Thorne. We're saying, okay, maybe he was thrown off because we said his name
But if
wrong.
you knew,
but if he knew, he would have corrected Carey.
Not like I said Tony Iommi and Tony Danza or Tony, He's like, give me Tony.
Yeah.
I think John did a great job.
You know what? Back in the day, you remember this? Pete Cosba went out for a ball in the outfield.
Yeah.
They called that an infield fly. He dropped that ball. The Braves protested. They still lost that game.
Very true.
They didn't care. Major League Baseball didn't care. Cardinals went on to the NLCS after
Very
winning
true.
that wild card game.
I will absolutely have a rematch if people feel like that was unfair. For those that are saying it's rigged, let me remind you, I once said India was in Africa instead of Asia. So there's that. But, I'll leave it up to the people.
We get a question from the 314. Are snakes poisonous or venomous?
Drew, were you there? Were you at the show
I heard
yet?
about it. No.
Yeah, that was big time controversy.
I don't know.
We shut down the Gauntlet, in fact, for a
Really?
day. Yeah. Yep.
Uh-oh, John says the IO would have given it to me. Ha ha.
Maybe we should bring him back for a rematch on Monday.
Maybe I throw out a Marshy's poll.
There you go.
Marshy's poll.
You can jump on. Yeah, you can jump on Marshy's poll, but you got to vote between now and the end of the show.
Throw it out in the break.
Should John get a rematch? It's the only fair way to do this.
It's the only way.
Yep. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We do need a new. Congratulations to Jamie, first 3-time winner in Bet the Board.
I changed Eugenio Suarez. I took him off and I put down. Who did I choose? What's the Adolis Garcia?
Yeah.
I switched it.
Yeah.
If I didn't, I hit all of them.
Wow.
Even today?
Yes.
The Reds won today?
Yes.
Wow.
3-2.
Wow.
I switched it. Damn it.
I can't believe you did that, Carey.
Oh, whatever, Marshy. I should have kept it. It's my
Sorry,
bad.
Carey.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. And you switched that last too,
I did.
didn't you? So
I hit
Suarez did
everything.
play.
He did play.
Yeah, because the Braves
had 8
and
runs
Reds went off last night
in one inning.
And you had who? Austin Riley and somebody.
Austin Riley, Matt Olson. I had Cal Raleigh. I had changed Eugenio Suarez.
Damn.
And I had the Reds winning today.
Sorry, CD.
Damn it,
And so MD 2020, congratulations. MD 2020 in the Snake Pit. He wins the month of July. He'll get a 101 ESPN prize pack. He said Jamie won despite my best efforts to lose it for us. He did try to sidetrack.
Give Jamie credit. He actually sent in his picks because he's going to be fast laned if he didn't.
Yep, that's true. So congratulations. But that also opens up the door for a new draft. It's August 1st. So if you want to play Bet the Board, you want to draft one of us to make the picks for a chance to win a 101 ESPN prize pack, you can absolutely do so by texting in Bet the Board to the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646.
Marshy's poll is up on X right now at _Marshy_. Should listener John get a rematch in the Gauntlet? # Marshy's poll.
There you go. Good. And there you have it. All right, Marsh, what do you want to do here? NFL 4 downs?
Absolutely.
Because no lineup, right? No lineup yet?
Let's take one more look. I said this in the break. Will we get a line? Oh, San Diego has their lineup out, but not the Cardinals.
Okay. If there's a lineup, we'll play the lineup game for the Cardinals. If not, NFL 4 downs next on 101 ESPN. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Time to play NFL 4 Downs. Marsh, hit us.
First down.
All right, gentlemen. It's been a while since we've done NFL 4 Downs. It's been a while. Oh, come on, Carey.
Yeah, Carey.
I was reading AB.
Come on, Carey. Damn.
You didn't know who Tony Iommi is. I played football, too. I never heard of him. See?
Oh, that's a good one. All right, first down. Which team do you believe will have the best and worst record this upcoming season?
Best record. Ooh. That's a good one. Philadelphia Eagles.
For the best, obviously.
Yeah, for the best.
What about worst?
New Orleans Saints.
I'm with you on that.
I don't even think it's close on the Saints.
Yep.
I could go Eagles or Ravens for best record, but I will go Eagles.
I'm going to definitely go with the Saints for the worst record. I think they could be just downright terrible. As for the best record, so we're looking for a team that probably won't have stiff competition throughout. Mm-hmm. So that kind of eliminates the AFC West teams, in my opinion, because I think that division is going to be battle hard, right?
You don't think the Chiefs could have the best record?
I do. They're going to be. I think they're capable of it, but look, the Chargers, Raiders are improved. Mm-hmm. Chargers are a really good football team. Broncos, I think they were a year ahead of schedule last year, so I think they're going to be good this year. It's just a difficult division. So I think it's either the Bills or the Eagles that will finish with the best record.
Bills is a good choice.
So I'll go with the Bills. You got the Eagles, and now we're covered.
Okay.
Cool. And, Saints. I think the Saints are going to be dreadful.
I agree.
And I hope they are.
Second down.
The Falcon pin.
Which teams will surprise in a good way and a bad way?
I'm on this Atlanta Falcons train in a good way.
I guess Penix has been struggling at camp.
It's camp.
But shouldn't you be
dominating faces?
Yeah.
You should be.
I'd rather have him get the issues out of the way now, though.
Yeah. I will go Atlanta in a good way. And I know you all think I'm a homer. I'm going to go Steelers in a good way.
What about in a bad way?
I mean...
But surprise in a bad way.
Like, not be as good. You said it. You said, I want to steal your thunder on the team you chose.
Do you buy it,
I'm going to tell you.
All right, so I'll just say Commanders. Yeah. I think the Commanders, I don't think they're going to be bad, but I think they could absolutely fail to live up to expectations. And the reasons are, it's got nothing to do with Jaden Daniels at all. In fact, Jaden Daniels is the only reason why I hesitate to say this. But Washington, you look at their schedule last year, it was a forgiving schedule because of how they finished the year before. Right. No big deal there. You play who's on your schedule. But when you look through the games that they won, they could have easily lost to Atlanta. They beat them in overtime. They could have easily lost to the Eagles in their 36-33 win. It was back and forth. The Eagles had a big lead at that point. The Saints went for 2 at the end of that game that could have won that game. And look, the Commanders won.
Right.
So I'm not saying the Commanders were lucky or anything like that. I'm just saying if the ball bounces the other way this time, if the Bears cornerback decides not to mock the fans and actually get in position for a Hail Mary, and things go the other way this time, I don't think Washington's going to. I think Washington could fail to live up to expectation. Yeah. The defense it wasn't that great last year. In fact, it was terrible at times. And Terry McLaurin is holding in.
Right.
So I think they could fail to live up to expectations.
For me, it's going to be, and Marshy, I'm sorry to say this, I've said it all year, said it all off season. Minnesota Vikings.
Wow.
Oh, JJ, I don't know what he is, man. Don't know. You trust in Kevin O'Connell? We'll see. See what old JJ got.
I think the Raiders could surprise in a good way. Pete Carroll knows what he's doing. That roster got better over the offseason. Geno Smith was added, and I don't think Geno Smith is any sort of earth-shattering record breaker, but he's going to at least he brings stability to that position, the most important position in football, by the way. They added talent, Nash and Genty in the draft.
Right.
Pete Carroll, again, knows what he's doing defensively. I think the Raiders could surprise this year. I think they, at the very least, double their win total. But I think they surprise, and they're a playoff contender, wild card contender throughout the month of December.
Third down.
Who is your league MVP, offensive player of the year, and defensive player of the year?
Offensive league MVP for me is going to be Joe Burrow. I think I know their defense was in shambles last year. They did, address that issue in the draft. Hopefully Trey Hendrickson is going to play under the contract or, with a new contract. But this is a team that I think they lost 6 or 7 games by 1 possession. And those are games where they were scoring a lot of points.
Yep.
So you figure out how to get a stop on the defensive side, and those 6 losses become 6 wins. I mean, you're looking at a team that's going to win 14, 15 games if that repeats itself for this year. And Joe Burrow would have been the MVP of the league if they would have made the playoff. If they'd have got double-digit wins, he's in there. So that's who I think.
So I also have Joe Burrow winning it, which now leads me to want to pick another player.
Sam Darnold.
Which is why I won't, right there. You just did that. So I'm just going to go with my first pick, even though it matches up with CD. If I did that the day that I said Sam Darnold, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yep.
So Joe Burrow.
It's a good choice, Anthony.
Somebody's going to have to put up big-time numbers once again.
Mm-hmm.
Did it a year ago. I think he's going to be highly motivated. So, yeah, give me Joe Burrow.
Defensive player of the year? Oh, you want to go offensive player of the year, which is different from MVP.
Yes.
That could be anybody. MVP is just a quarterback award.
Offensive player of the year is going to be... I mean, don't you have to go with Joe Burrow? Like, I feel weird going with somebody else.
It could be somebody else.
I mean, if he's going to have an MVP season,
he's typically the offensive player of the year.
Well, he's probably going to be throwing the ball to Jamar Chase, who could end up winning that.
Because offensive player of the year last year was Saquon, wasn't it? And Josh Allen won MVP.
That's true.
I'm going to go with Derrick Henry, offensive player of the year.
You are, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think Adam Sandler told him if you get 2,000 yards to put him in a movie?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get into Sandler's movies, too, so.
Happy Gilmore 3 coming up soon.
I'm going to go with, just for fun here, let's go with Bijan Robinson.
That's a good one.
He's going to put up big-time numbers.
I do like Bijan. I do like
Carey believes in my Falcons. I have to be pessimistic and skeptical, but I'll go Robinson.
What's that feel like, Anthony? Because Carey, very high on the Falcons this year, who have done nothing in the last who knows how long. And then...
Well, they haven't made the playoffs, March, since 2017.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, haven't had a winning record since then.
Super low on my team. And it feels very disrespectful.
Sorry.
We're very good last year.
I'm sorry.
Well, you should feel good, I guess, then, right? Because Carey kind of liked the Falcons last year. He wasn't as boisterous about it as he has been this year.
Just wondering what that feels like to have that support from CD.
Brinksaw says, how can Carey be excited for Penix not seeing him play at the NFL level, but not excited for JJ? I'm sorry, did Penix not play last year?
He did 3 games.
Okay. And I saw both of them in college.
Yeah.
And I liked one more in college than the other.
Yeah, that lost the national championship.
I was about to say, I'll just throw that out there before somebody else does, but Marsh beat me to it.
Yeah, he lost.
Michigan, slightly better defense than Washington's defense. But,
I mean, it is a team game. But
Michigan also rushed for 6,000 yards in that game. Yeah.
Defensive player of the year?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Your defensive player of the year this year is going to be none other than Aiden Hutchinson.
Ooh. Coming off injury?
Yes, sir. All right, fine. Comeback player of the year is going to be Aiden Hutchinson.
That's a good one. I mean, it's probably going to be Myles Garrett again. I don't know if they have enough wins.
It's going to be TJ Watt.
Also known as JJ Watt. Who plays for the
That's
Steelers.
his brother. I was asking, was he available?
So quit asking.
Let's go Micah Parsons. That's what I'll go with.
Really?
Yep. Get a contract done, and he's going to be worth every penny.
Okay. All right.
You like that? You like that?
I love it.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
You do.
4th down.
What is your biggest hot take for the 2025 season?
Ooh. My biggest hot take is I might as well just stick with this theme. By the way, I was completely wrong on the Eagles a year ago. I kept saying that Nick Sirianni was going to ruin their season, and I said it going into the Super Bowl. And boy, I was right. So might as well just keep banging this Washington Commanders drum. The Commanders missed the postseason altogether this year after making the run to the NFC title game last year.
Arizona Cardinals win the NFC West.
Okay. Marshy?
Ooh, a hot take for this upcoming year. I'm going to say that one of the best quarterbacks in the... It's not really a hot take.
One of the best quarterbacks in the league wins the Super Bowl.
I'm going to say one of the best quarterbacks in the league goes down and gets injured. And that team...
Oh, yeah. No. Don't do that.
No. Yeah. I'm gonna do it.
Wow.
He already did it.
Okay.
Gets injured. Serious injury early.
All right.
Kind of shakes things up.
That's awful. Marshy.
That is
terrible.
terrible.
Talk about me and what I did to our Oilers, and you just put that out into the universe?
That's a little rough, Marsh.
They're not one of my teams.
That's rough. Who do you think it's going to be?
Who do I think it's going to be?
Yeah.
Anthony, I don't want to put a name out there.
Let's see how sick he is. Let's see how sick. Let's see how sick he is
there.
All right.
No, I do. I want you to now. Who you think?
I think it's going to be Josh Allen.
Oh, that's awful.
Did it.
I don't know why. I got a feeling. You remember I did this last year, too. You guys were giving me crap when we were at the brewery. I was bringing up injuries.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah,
Can't be doing that.
Time of the year.
Man. All right.
But when they get him back, Anthony.
No, don't say it. Do we have a lineup?
It's like a trade.
That applied to the room. Even though I said Marsh, it applied to the room.
No lineup yet.
Six Pack Part 1 is next. 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. Send in your questions there.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals are back in action after Major League Baseball's trade deadline. They have a record of 55-55. Matthew Liberatore on the mound tonight, going up against Nick Pivetta and the San Diego Padres. First pitch tonight is at 8:40. We have our Sports Six-Pack Part 1 coming up next, so get your questions in to the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. We'll do Part 1 of the Six-Pack next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, Anthony Stalter. By the way, you can hop on Marsh's poll to vote for John to get a rematch in the Gauntlet. A lot of people crying today that my win wasn't legitimate.
Wow.
A lot of people upset. No, I'm pissed off.
How's the poll going, Marshy?
Finally win a random. It's like, nah, you lose, actually.
They blame me. I didn't know who Tony Iommi. It's because I played football, clearly. Me and AB.
The question was, should listener John get a rematch in the Gauntlet? Right now, 58% of the people say yes, to 42% saying no. Ooh. However, we did get a comment, though, from David, who said, dude was confident it was Pete Thorne. He did not know the answer.
He did not know. He didn't know. At all.
Marsh, why don't you throw your poll back out there, too? They're asking where do we get on Marsh's poll?
Yeah, it's on X right now, and @_Marshy Marsh_ is where you can find it. Should listener John get a rematch in the Gauntlet? We have about 1 hour left to vote.
Frick James in the Snake Pit says Anthony really wants Marsh's poll hopped on. I do. I really think you should hop on his poll, and let's get this thing straightened out.
Absolutely.
Who do we have on the? Who do we have on the phone for Bet the Board?
Oh, we have John.
What's up, John?
A different John.
A different John. Okay. What's up, John?
Man.
Different John. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you guys?
Well, man, we're doing great. We appreciate you listening. Thank you for playing Bet the Board. So you got first draft pick. Would you like Jamie to do your picks in August, Marsh, Carey, or me?
Well, considering I grew up a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and then when the Colts moved to Indianapolis, I'm an Indianapolis Colts fan and all that good stuff. I'm going to go with Mr. Carey Davis, please.
Carey Davis.
John, let's do it. We got it. It's almost there.
We got it, brother. We got to.
Let's go.
All right, John, you're going to be locked up here with CD. CD will give you the picks each day. And if you win throughout the month of August, you'll get a 101 ESPN prize pack. Sound good?
Sounds good. Hey, real quick, how's Jamie doing?
He's good. He's good. Hopefully he'll come back next week. He's on the mend, but the surgery, the aftermath took a little bit longer to heal than he thought. So hopefully he'll be back mid next week. But he's doing good. Thanks for asking.
I just want to tattletale on Brad Thompson. I yelled up to him the other day at the game and asked how Jamie was, and Brad Thompson said that, quote, he's just a big fat animal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't say big hairy winning machine as well. But either way, it works.
All right, fellas. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, John. We'll see you. All right, Marshy, question 1, please.
All righty.
Question number 1.
All right, this first one, of course, is a Cardinals question. It comes from the 314. Do sports coaches look more for attitude or skill?
Oh, well, I mean, you got to have, well, listen, both. Like, if you have the skill set, but you have a poor attitude, that can, kind of show up poorly for you. If you don't have the skill set, but you're a great team guy, that's wonderful, but I need guys that can play. So I think the best players are the ones that, have the skill set, are willing to work, and come with a positive attitude, not the guys that are often, have their head down or dragging or not showing effort.
Or not paying attention.
Yeah, you want to have all of those things.
There's a second part to that. That is the Cardinals question. In 3 years, who will be the Cardinals' first baseman? Herrera, Walker, Burleson, or a player to be named later?
Blaze Jordan.
I will say
I don't know.
Burleson.
I like Burleson.
Alec Burleson. Yeah, Burleson will be the first baseman. And what'd you say, 3 years?
3 years.
So that coincides with Contreras' contract, right? Maybe.
Yep.
Just to Carey would know better than I would. He coached at a much higher level, obviously, than me. But I will say, if you got a kid that's really talented, but he's not paying attention, and he's also bothering other kids while you're trying to get your coaching stuff done, or he's just a headache, he could be great on game days, man. Yeah. But it's real easy to go like, I don't know if I want you on the roster moving forward.
Kids that don't pay attention get people hurt.
Yeah, good call.
So, especially in football.
Mm-hmm. Question 2, please.
Question number 2.
From the 626, who has the better rookie season? Is it Jimmy Snuggerud as a forward or Logan Mayu as a defenseman?
Wow.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Marsh, let me reframe this if I could. And I love the question, but let's throw it back to you, Marsh. Who needs to have the bigger year for the Blues?
Ooh, that is a good question. I think because that's a solid question, Anthony. I don't think you can point to the board for that. I think because you got rid of Zach Bolduc, I think for me, it's more important for Jimmy Snuggerud to show some semblance of what Zach Bolduc did last year. So you can make up for that lack of goal scoring from Zach Bolduc not being here. That being said, though, I think Blues fans would love to see Logan Mayu have a good season to somewhat justify the trade.
Sure.
So depends on what you want. What do you value more, those skilled wingers or a right-handed shot defenseman? Be nice if both of them had a really great year.
Right. I will go with Snuggie.
Why?
I think
because you like offense more than defense?
More match, and his contributions will be more measurable.
You'll be able to see it.
Yeah. You'll know it.
Based
You'll feel
on the
it.
Numbers.
You'll see it.
Yeah.
You'll believe in it. You'll feel it in your bones.
Well, I'll just go with Logan Mayu.
Okay. Oh, you fading me?
Yeah.
Or you just trying to make sure we're
well balanced.
You hedged. I like that. Well done, Carey. Well done.
The Never Ending Wipe says that I need to call into the upstate New York ESPN radio affiliates now and reverse the curse. Because apparently if this were to happen, it would be my fault that Josh Allen would get injured at the end of the season.
Yeah.
How about this? How about the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, now they're not.
Yeah, Bills-Eagles Super Bowl.
Oh, they're definitely not winning now.
Yeah. Hey, who's to say
How
that?
the hell they're going to get there?
Well, Kirk Cousins is going to get traded there, and he's going to take him to the promised land.
Well,
am I right, Anthony?
To the Bills?
Yeah. He's won a game up there.
Yeah, he has. Absolutely, Marsh.
They don't have enough money.
I think, it's true. That's true. Oh, no. That's the worst team.
They are.
Buffalo's dead last in cap space, so I'm going to have to go with no. The other factor, of course, hurting the Bills is they're a big Mr. Brighthouse team. And as I've stated, no Mr. Brighthouse team will ever win a championship. There's just no way. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 3.
All right, from 618, we had a question in the Gauntlet about the Olympics. Which is your favorite Olympics to watch? Is it the Winter Olympics or the Summer Olympics?
Summer. I got basketball. I got track and field, swimming. Like track and field for me is more than enough though. Like I enjoy the sprints, the 200, the 400.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those guys and gals be moving.
I'll go with hockey. Mm-hmm. Or hockey. I'll go with winter, which sometimes has hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little update from Marshy's poll.
Yeah.
We have some people actually chiming in the comment section. Lewis says only voting yes because Anthony took me out in overtime back in 2023.
Oh, no, spite. That's a spite play right there.
Spite, so
I know, I can't be mad.
Harry says my man was confidently wrong with that Thorne pick. Grant says no shot. Clean win for Anthony.
All right.
Kevin says this is the gauntlet, not a charity match. If Anthony won by 2, I'd say yes. But he won by 3. Throw it out and Stalter still wins. I voted no.
Well done, Kevin. Yes. Good. I appreciate you people.
Waterboy, summer, winter. I choose hockey.
Can you tell it's a Friday? My mind is mush. I was like, do you remember the time when Michael Young was on with us at the in the Rams post game? Mm-hmm. And I said, what grade would you guys give like a player or something like that? Uh-huh. And he said something that was so off the board. It was like, I give him a square. Like, what?
I don't remember that.
And he tried to, he had a reason for it, but I'm like, what?
Mike still owes me lunch for betting that the Browns will win the division. Like 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Yeah, it still hadn't happened.
Come on, Mike. How's he doing?
That's my guy. He's good.
I love Mike Young. Such a good dude. How old are his twins now?
Oh,
I mean, they got to be.
8 or 9?
Yeah.
I don't know. Mike, he's probably listening.
That's
How old
wild.
are the twins? He's always listening.
All right, we're going to do our sports six-pack. If you are listening, Mike, love you, buddy. Air Comfort Service tax line 314-399-9646. So we'll do part 2 of the Sixer next.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Before we get to question number 4, we have Chris on the line. And Chris, we appreciate you listening, and thanks for playing Bet the Board in the month of August. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
We're doing great, man. So CD's off the board. John took CD with the first pick, but Chris, you still have Marsh, Jamie, or me. Who would you like to choose to have your picks for August?
Well, I got to go with somebody that will hold, Mr. Kirk Cousins accountable. I'm going to go with Anthony Stalter.
Chris, I appreciate you, pal. Thank you. Somebody's got to hold Cousins. He's fooling everybody out there with his nice guy act,
Oh, it's all BS.
Yeah. All right, Chris, I like you. Let's get together. Let's do a podcast. We'll call it the Gridiron Guys. We'll just bash on Kirk Cousins, all right?
I can't do that. My son's favorite person is Carey Davis. He's a Steelers fan. So
okay. Carey will join the show as a guest.
All right, I got you.
All right, Chris. Thanks, man. Thanks for listening, and I'll get it done for you in the month of August. I'm due.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right, brother. See ya.
What a nice.
Chris chose me for Bet the Board, and he said, I got to choose somebody that holds Kirk Cousins accountable.
Oh.
And I said, the nice guy act is not fooling anybody. And he said, oh, it's all BS. And I said, that's right. Let's do a podcast. We'll call it the Gridiron Guys. He said he couldn't do it to you because his son's a Steelers fan, and they're big fans of Carey Davis. So.
Oh, thank you.
All right, question 4 for the Sports Six-Pack, Marsh.
Question number 4.
From the 636, do you think Matthew Liberatore or Liam Doyle will be the opening day starter in 2027?
I would say
like
yes,
that.
and I hope so.
I hope so, too. I hope it's Liam Doyle.
That'd
I
be
hope
fun.
he is spectacular.
Yeah.
Now, you want to give me something to look forward to. If he's on the opening day roster and he's your ace, he's pitching on day, sign me up.
I think that's a reasonable timeline for somebody that, played college ball and has the stuff that Liam Doyle has.
I think BK and Ferrario had his coach on a couple of weeks ago or last week, and just listening to him talk about Liam Doyle, he got it.
He got game?
He's got a little bit of a kind of like what you and I have, like the fire, the grit, the determination.
Sandpaper.
Doesn't like to lose, doesn't like to be, don't fast lane with me.
Yeah.
Give me one of those.
I love that.
Give me 25 of those. I want a bunch of guys like that.
Ah, dude, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Give me 25 Wilson Contreras.
Yeah.
Some that can pitch, though. You know what I mean?
5 to 10.
25 catchers.
Well, yeah.
No.
Playing different positions.
That's...
They already have 4.
Right. You got 4 on the roster. Donovan can probably do it in a pinch. So
waiting.
Yeah, let's just not.
I don't need any more of those guys.
No,
please.
Well, we actually need ones that can actually catch.
Correct.
And throw runners out.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and block balls.
And block balls.
In the dirt, of course.
Just stop a ball.
That would be nice.
You can catch it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to get your body, but put your glove there.
Sure.
Don't let it pop out.
Yep.
Don't chase it.
Nope.
Catch it. Stop it.
Yeah. Okay. The ball moves. Move your glove.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, Benny.
Question number 5.
Okay, this one comes from Curb Stomp. How much will things change with Bloom in charge, even though the DeWitts are still owners of the team?
Yeah, really fair question. It's one that we have also discussed here. My best guess is you will not see much change from a spending standpoint, which is probably the most frustrating aspect of things for Cardinals fans, right? The way that they go about the free agency and the way that they hold their purse strings tight. But I do think things will change from a farm system standpoint. Mo, for various reasons, allowed the farm system to get to the point where it became absolutely decimated. Bloom was hired in Boston in part to repair the farm system, and while he couldn't get it done at the big league level, Boston is much better from a farm system standpoint since Bloom took over there right now to where they were when he first went there. So I think the farm system will have tons of growth. But from a spending standpoint, it is fair to question whether anything will change since the DeWitts have to sign off on that.
You've already seen, I think you saw a change with the draft. I think you saw an emphasis on pitching, hopefully high level pitching, guys that can throw the ball and command it. And so I think you've already seen a bit of a shift. And I'm hoping that this offseason, I hope we see more, we get more information. I hope that there's a clear plan in place and we as a fan base have an understanding of what that is. It doesn't matter what it is. Just let people know what direction you're going. If you're trying to move players, if you plan on moving players, if players do get moved, let us know. Why? What did you see? Well, this person couldn't stay healthy, or this person, we got a player back that we really coveted and we really thought that would help our roster in the future. Cool. I think transparency is extremely important with this change from Mo to Bloom. Hopefully we get that.
Question number 6.
And speaking of Chaim Bloom, who will be his manager when he takes over? From the 314, is Ali managing the Cardinals next year?
Let me ask this. So for the non-Ali fans, the answer to my question might be just doesn't matter. I don't care. Get somebody else. Do you really want somebody else to take over when the club is going through a retool? Wouldn't you rather have just Ali keep doing his thing, and then if I'm talking purely to the people that do not like Ali.
I don't think you can do anything for the people that don't like Ali. I don't think that there's a good enough answer for the people that don't like Ali.
Like Joe Maddon's not going to come and take over this. Is my point. Like so why not you just keep with the incumbent and then
let it all
let it all figure it out.
Yeah. I'm with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I should have said? For the people that are not Ali fans, I think you got to get rid of him. You could put a bleeping scarecrow in the clubhouse and make him the manager, and it will be better than what you have. To the people that are more rational with the Ali, my previous answer stands.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Lineup game next on 101 ESPN. Time Check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler, with Carey Davis and Andrew Marsh. I'm Anthony Stalter. And it is time, boys, to play the St. Louis Cardinals lineup game.
I feel like you should have said, you should have had one of those small microphones like the announcers, the game show hosts.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you look out, nobody's in the crowd.
They're in San Diego, Anthony. That's not a problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Tonight, Nick Pivetta, a right-hander, will toe the rubber. For the San Diego Padres, Nick Pivetta, 10-3 on the year, 2.81 ERA. He will oppose Matthew Liberatore, left-hander, sporting a 6-8 record and a 4.04 ERA.
This is easy. Still?
Yeah, do it.
Brendan Donovan, show us.
Well, hold up. We got Tim on the line.
Tim,
I'm so sorry, Tim. What up, Tim?
Hey, how's it going, guys? How are you?
No, good. We're doing good. Tim, I'm so sorry. Thanks for playing and thanks for listening. You got two options for Bet the Board in the month of August. Whoever you choose, they will make your predictions for the month of August. And if you win, you get a 101 ESPN prize pack. Would you like Marshy Marsh or would you like Jamie Rivers?
I think Jamie's won the last 3 months, hasn't he?
He has. He's been red hot.
I want winners. I'll take Jamie.
All right, there you go, Tim. Congratulations. You got paired up with one big, hairy winning machine and Jamie Rivers.
Sounds good.
Good luck, man.
Good luck, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Hey, thanks, guys. Have fun with the lineup game.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be fun. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Tim. We'll see you, pal.
All right, take care.
Now, Marsh, do you feel as though when he said,
I feel like a loser.
I want winners.
Yeah, I feel like a loser.
And then he said Jamie, did you feel like that was an open-faced crab sandwich delivered right to your pie hole?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't blame you on
right to
that.
my strawberry and creme pie.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that.
For McDonald's, it debuted in 2012. Strawberry and creme.
Yeah. Yep. Good call.
Are we sure it's not cream?
Cream is CREAM. Creme.
Creme.
Like creme brulee. CREME. With a little
accent mark.
Yeah, a little mustache on top. Whatever they called.
Good call.
Creme.
Gary.
Show us Brendan Donovan.
Little mustache on top.
Look at that guy. Vibrant, handsome, hair.
All right. Ivan Herrera?
Sure.
Okay. Show us Ivan Herrera.
Oh, Yvonne? That's a French-ass name, Yvonne. Yeah, my little croissant. Little cheese on my croissant.
Alec Burleson?
Yes, sir.
Show us Alec Burleson.
I thought I told you I'm the star.
You're already acting like you're a star, and we haven't even opened yet.
Little Wilson Contreras here.
Oh, for sure.
Show us Wilson Contreras.
You don't know how to play first base. It's not that hard. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
Hey, anything worth doing is.
Mason Wynn.
Yes, sir.
Show us Mason Wynn.
Second! Bring me that arm!
So, Nolan Arenado was placed in the IL today. Nolan Gorman activated. I would assume that this is the spot for Gorman.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Anthony, if you think so, go ahead.
Well, what do you think? We're a team.
I would think it should be Jordan Walker because he's been hitting the ball. But Anthony, you're the captain of the show?
No.
I'm the captain now. It's you. You tell us every damn day when we come in the office. You say it just like that. I'm the captain now.
Well, sometimes you guys forget.
So I'm saying you're the captain and you're telling me, no. You look me in my eyes. I'm the captain now. It scares the hell out of me. When I first started, I was like, Marshy, is he going to do this every day? He's like, yeah, he does it every day. To all three of us.
Yeah.
I was like, that's creepy as hell. But now I'm here, a year and a half. I'm used to it.
You know what? I believe in you, Carey. I believe in you. Show us Nolan Gorman.
Swings and Remains is brought to you by Gorman.
Dingers! Hang me a curve and I will hit.
I honestly just did it for the bit there, but it worked out for us.
Jordan Walker here?
Walk it like it's hot, man.
Show us Jordan Walker.
Die for every ball. It's boring otherwise, plus it looks harder. The most important play in right field is what I like to call the janitor throw. Guaranteed out every time. I call it the janitor throw because it cleans up that are trying to take an extra base on you.
Pedro Pajes.
For sure.
Show us Pedro Paez.
You are so wrong.
I said, I think, right when you said it.
Yeah, that was too quick.
Yeah.
I'll get you in trouble.
Yeah, don't want to be too quick.
Nope.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Yep. Show us Pozo.
There you go.
Pozo.
Where did this come from?
In an investigation, details matter.
Know who that is at the end there? Speaking
Reacher.
to you? Yeah, Reacher.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I've heard it.
You will.
You don't know who Ned Stark is, so we're even.
You don't.
I don't. Ned Flanders, I know. Correct answer. Correct answer. Show us. What you got. What is wrong with me today?
As fast as you can.
I'm starting to get worried about my brain.
I'm the gingerbread man.
It's okay.
Had a lot of migraines lately. Maybe they're taking their toll. All right, Marsh, run it.
All right, leading off, second baseman Brendan Donovan batting second. Your DH, Ivan Herrera batting third. In left field, Alec Burleson. Your cleanup hitter, playing first base, is Wilson Contreras. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Batting sixth, third baseman, Nolan Gorman. Batting seventh in right field is Jordan Walker. Batting eighth and catching is Joel Pozo. And the correct answer in center field, batting ninth, is Victor Scott, the second.
Go fair, go fair! I don't believe what I just saw!
Home run!
Waterboy says Anthony needs to head over to Mentality. I was there yesterday. All right, so Jamie's still leading, right?
Yeah,
piece of garbage.
25.
All right. He did send in his pick. Contreras is his pick. So Carey, you're up.
Are you guys upset that Jamie's been on top of things?
I am very upset.
Yep.
I am disappointed.
Me too.
We love you, Jamie. I know you're listening. Give me Jordan Walker.
Walk it like it's hot.
Yeah.
This man just got activated off the IL. Give me Nolan Gorman to hit a Ding Dong Johnson, 465 feet.
I am going
For
to
5
take.
points.
No, I don't think it works like that. Actually, I'm going to take Alec Burleson tonight.
Alec Burleson.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So we got biggest question of the day, and it is related to the Cardinals trade deadline. That's next on 101 ESPN.
biggest question of the day, brought to you by Mentality. Our patients experience a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Reclaim your health at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
This is Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Before we get to the biggest question of the day, let's head right back to our phone lines where we've got our fourth and final participant for the month of August and Bet the Board. His name is Kyle. What's up, Kyle?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Dude, we appreciate you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for playing. You're going to be paired up with Andrew Marsh.
All right, sounds good.
You feel good about it?
Yeah.
Now, Marsh was recently called a loser. Do you feel as though that he has the picks of a winner?
Yeah, I feel like it's gotta change sometime, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what, Kyle? I won't take off work this month. How's that sound?
There you go.
All right, Kyle. Thanks for playing. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Kyle.
All right, there you go. Now, Marsh, he didn't completely back it. He just said, it's got to turn around at some point.
Better at some point.
But I also feel like, going back to what Carey said, we're very competitive people. And I feel like we're about to get a ultra aggressive, locked in Andrew Marsh for August. I really do.
Absolutely. Yeah, August. And then once football season starts, watch out.
I can't wait, man. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Football season is knocking at the damn door.
Yeah,
it is.
Let it in. 1.5 sacks, tackles, and
oh yeah,
and whatever. That's what Carey's gonna pick.
You know what I can't?
1.5.
You know what I can't wait for? Now I got to wait a while, okay? Because they don't do it right away. Because they know how important it is to people. They know what a draw it is, so they wait a little bit later on in the season. I can't wait for action. We're playing on Tuesdays. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't think people are excited about that like you are.
Mac people are.
You know what, Marsh? I just lifted you up and you put me right back down. But that's
when did you lift me up?
I don't think you lifted him up. I think you
said
actually
you're going to get a locked in.
Well, you asked Kyle, are you okay with picking a loser?
Didn't lift me up at all. You called me a loser again. Some people are driving in the car like, I didn't hear that, but now they did. I need to reiterate it.
I said we're about to get a locked in Andrew Marsh in the month of a competitive.
You called him a loser, though.
I didn't call him a loser.
You did. You brought it back up. So essentially, you said it.
You put it out in the atmosphere.
You did.
It's like putting an injury out there in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
Tim called you a loser.
Oh.
I think he called all of us losers.
By definition,
said
we're all losers.
Was the winner.
Very true. Yeah.
We're all losers by that definition.
Yeah.
No, it's Greg. Greg's afraid of the ball. What movie?
I don't know.
Come on, Marsh.
Greg is afraid of the ball.
No, it's Greg. Greg is afraid of the ball.
Why does that sound like Wedding Crashers?
Mm-mm.
No, it's not.
It does sound like Wedding Crashers.
Somebody will get it in the snake pit, I know. All right, let's do biggest question of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'll.
Yeah, why don't you read it, Anthony?
I'll read it.
Only winners get to read these questions.
I didn't win last year either, or last month. All right, biggest question of the day. So I got this from the Mo Longview Athletic article from The Athletic. So here's the key quote on this. That was not the case this year, writes Katie Wu. Mozeliak, with input from incoming successor Chaim Bloom, opted for the best overall talent in returns for his top 3 relievers. A clear sign that the bridge year will span much longer than first advertised. So that is obviously in reference to how the Cardinals went about the trade deadline this year. We're giving away some rentals, and we're just going to take the best return, even if the return is of prospects that play positions that have log jams at the big leagues, and the ETA is, I don't know, 2028, 2027. My question to you guys, was the farm system in even worse shape than we thought?
Had to be. I mean, if you are just taking the best player available, that means... So normally, I mean, you normally have Yeah, when you're in the NFL draft, and I'm sure it's the same with baseball and basketball, you take the best player available when you got a good team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're stacked. We're the Philadelphia Eagles. We got everything. Give me the best guy they got. We'll figure it out. Somebody will get injured. Somebody will get hurt. Somebody will move on. Somebody will get traded or become a free agent. Give me the best they got. When you have a terrible team, normally you're like, we need to fix this and this and this. You're more specific.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. We just need talent.
We need talent.
What are you looking for? Talent.
Anything that's good.
Well, don't you guys have some infielders and all that? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just bring in the talent.
And maybe at some point, the players that they brought in that are talented at those positions, if there is a log jam, you can trade from a position of depth. You have more people than you have spots available.
Yeah.
You're not going to get all these guys on the major league roster at any point in the next 2 or 3 years. But guess what? They can be on your roster for whatever we need in this moment. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's the mindset, which I'm cool with. The fact that they seem to be headed in a direction, because for me it felt like they were just kind of meandering through the woods over the last couple of years. Like literally, like I wouldn't be surprised if they were just meandering through the woods. Like, what do you think? I don't know. What do you think? Fast lane it. We'll figure it out.
Where's the chainsaw? Start cutting down these trees.
Yeah.
I have a question that just popped in my brain, and
sure.
I think that kind of plays off of the minor league players
what do you got, kid?
that are all injured, and some of our young talent just continues to get injured. Why is everyone hurt all the time?
I've said that.
Oh, Carey.
I said that.
Carey Davis.
What did I do?
You had a big rant yesterday about that.
I find it interesting.
In the office.
I find it interesting. I don't know. Normally, so when people are often hurt, it's either your training regimen, either it's the lack there, it's non-present, it doesn't exist, or it's not good enough, or your trainers, like the people that get you back healthy, aren't to the level that they need to be. I don't know how long the training staff has been with this St. Louis Cardinals organization. I don't know how long the trainers and I don't want to point fingers at anybody, but when you have guys that are constantly injured and it's the same people getting injured, whether it's the same injury, Tyler O'Neill is the perfect example. You can say, well, he didn't do what we told him to do. Then you probably should have traded his ass well before you did if he wasn't listening and doing his own thing. Mm-hmm. But
that's Ollie's fault.
Anytime, no, that ain't Ollie's fault. He doesn't trade people.
No, it's Ollie's fault. He threw him under the bus for telling him
he was running slow
to do something that he already told him to do in spring training.
He was running slow. He wasn't running as fast as he could. Got thrown out.
It's kind of like when you tell your kids to pick up their clothes 950 times and then they don't do it and you yell at them. It's your fault.
That to me is nonsense. And I'm with you there, brother. But
the limit is 949.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I do think that that's an issue. I don't know how well or how long those people have been around, but I have found it interesting that people get hurt and it takes. Anthony, you made the joke when the Cardinals say he's out for 2 weeks, he's out for the year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They say he's out for a month, he's out for 2 years.
You always have to add about 6 months to anything they say,
which is problematic because certain injuries shouldn't take that long to recover from. Mm-hmm. Like wrist injuries, I'm sure holding a bat, not easy. You hit by a ball, you break a finger. I'm sure there are certain timelines. Wilson Contreras came back very quickly from a broken forearm. That's a bone that either heals well on its own or it's not really anything a trainer can do. You know, you either have bones that heal quickly or you don't. But ligaments, muscles, things like that, it's kind of weird if guys continuously get injured and there's no way to prevent it.
Well, I just wonder if we're in this situation, if some of the guys that we had a lot of promise for stay healthy. Maybe they get injured one time, it happens. You're playing sports, like things happen. Yeah. But it seems like this is a reoccurring thing for a lot of the same players. And of course, you moved on from a few of those, but after their value went down. Mm-hmm. But if maybe their value was higher, one, you'd have a better team because they were producing more because they're playing more. Or if you did want to move on from them, you'd get better people back, and then you could thus make your minor league system better. And we wouldn't really be in this situation. Or maybe they would be. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. The injury thing is kind of it's. I mean, the Yankees have the Yankees are notorious for struggling with injuries. Like anytime they get any sort of pitching prospect that's halfway decent, it seems like they get hurt. They can't manage the innings, or they can't manage the injury situation. They wind up getting hurt. So I don't know. I don't have the trends in front of me in terms of like what teams often stay healthy and what teams are hurt. I know there's websites dedicated to like innings lost and all that. The Cardinals have been relatively healthy this season, especially from a pitching standpoint.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some of you people.
Who people?
You Cardinals fans. Some Cardinals fans that have wanted certain pitchers to get hurt, and I don't think that's nice.
I don't.
But they won't. But they won't get hurt.
I haven't wanted anyone to get hurt.
We don't want anyone to get hurt, Anthony.
Ever.
Doesn't matter what sport it is. Baseball, hockey, basketball, especially football. We don't want that.
Yeah. Do you have an update on the poll? There's somebody in the snake pit that is really dry. Like, they really want a rematch from the Gauntlet today.
Well, we have 16 minutes left in this poll.
All right.
58% say yes. 42% say no.
All right.
Should listener John get a rematch in the Gauntlet? So if John's listening,
he's going to be back on.
He'll be back on Monday, unless things change dramatically within the next 15 minutes.
It's important to vote. Very important to vote.
Get out there and vote. Rock the vote, they say.
Yeah.
Did you know the line? Did you figure out the line? What movie it was?
Meet the Parents.
Well, some people are saying it's Meet the Parents. Others are saying it's Meet the Fockers.
So Jamie Rivers texted our group and said, "Meet the Fockers." It's Meet the Parents.
It has to be because his name is Greg, and then we know his name is actually Gaylord.
Right. Plus, the ball, the reference is in the pool when they're playing volleyball. I don't know. I had to be pretty high to hit that. Bet you would, Panama Red. It's that scene. Yeah. Greg is afraid of the ball.
Greg.
His wife says it. All right. Captain Falcon was one of the first that said it's Meet the Parents, and now he's screaming, it's Meet the Parents. You're right, kid. You're right.
314 says John voted 56 times.
I think you can only vote once. Yeah,
you can't do that.
Hey, I will honor Marsh's poll. Okay.
Hey, things could change, Anthony. Things could change. We've seen a football team come back, do a lot in 15 minutes.
They were down and out.
No kidding.
They were down
and you
out.
Loved it. I mean, that Colts-Vikings game was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Captain Falcon, I'm pissed. You were right, though. Yeah.
Neat answers.
Jamie said I fast landed up. It's okay. All right. Okay, Beat the Streak. We need a new Beat the Streak contestant. 314-399-9646 is the Air Commerce Service tax line. So if you want to play Beat the Streak with us, fantastic. Send in the text. We'll play Beat the Streak and Bet the Board next. In the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals back in action tonight. They are taking on the San Diego Padres. Matthew Liberatore on the mound for the Cardinals. Nick Pivetta on the mound for the Padres. First pitch tonight is at 8:40. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have a new month for Bet the Board, but before we get to that, we have Beat the Streak. That's coming up. That's coming your way next, right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
I want to hit baseballs.
All of my successes depend on me.
You're ready to hit.
The hits just keep on coming. And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalter, and we have a new contestant for Beat the Streak. It's Tyson. What's up, Tyson?
Hey, how you doing?
We're doing great, man. Appreciate you playing. Thanks for listening.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
No, it's our pleasure. All right, so Marsh, what are our latest streaks?
Anthony, you lead the pack with a streak of 3. Carey has a streak of 1. Jamie, myself are at 0. And unfortunately for Jack, he did not get a hit with Wilson Contreras. So that brings in Tyson.
All right, so it'll be me, Carey, Tyson, Jamie, and Marsh, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I said Nolan Gorman's going to hit a home run. I don't often double up, but I'm going to do that tonight. So
good for you.
Give me Nolan Gorman. His home run will count as my hit for Beat the Streak.
Give me Manny Machado.
Manny Machado. All right, Tyson, you're up.
Ivan Herrera.
Herrera. All right. Jamie, do we know who Jamie went with?
I think he went with Burley or
He
Contreras.
texted in
Contreras.
Contreras. He is also doubling down.
Okay. And then Marsh.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Arise.
Oh, wow. How'd you do with them before?
I got a hit.
Okay, wow.
You see what he's doing, Anthony?
Yeah, I do. I certainly do. All right, so I took Nolan Gorman. Carey took Manny Machado. Our listener Tyson just selected Ivan Herrera. Jamie doubled up with Wilson Contreras. And Marsh went with Luis Arise. Tyson, thanks for playing. Have a great weekend. And if you get a hit, if Herrera gets a hit tonight, we'll have you back on Monday.
Hey, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Luck, Tyson.
From Beat the Streak to Bet the Board. All right, new month. Everybody was selected earlier in our drafts. Jamie still has honors since he won for the month of July. And I believe Jamie's going with the Yankees money line, is he not?
Guardians.
Oh, Guardians money line.
Yeah.
All right. Who do you got tonight? Minnesota. That's not a bad pick. Knowing that Minnesota just traded away half its team. Might as well go with the team they're playing.
Do we know what the money line is?
Minus 121.
Good job.
Okay. Carey.
Eugenio Suarez, who I should have took last night. 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. Is that where you were going?
No, not at all.
You never do 1.5 hits. You say
I typically, well, no, I just.
You're saying
because you lost. Yeah, you lost. Came up short. Like, darn it.
It stinks, Anthony.
So I had this philosophy, I don't know if it was last month or 2 months ago, and I feel like it was doing very well. Whenever Carey's Dodgers are within that minus 150 range, just go ahead and take them because they're loaded. Hall of Famer at every position. They're using Major League Baseball's rules to, build an unstoppable wrecking force. So give me the Dodgers minus 111 tonight against the Tampa Bay Rays. Please and thank you. Marshy?
I'm going to go with the Cardinals and Padres over 7.5 runs tonight.
Okay.
I'm hoping to have a game similar in a sense to when Matthew Liberatore pitched against the Braves, and that game was just offense. But hopefully it's for the Cardinals tonight and not the Padres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good. I like that, Marsh. Absolutely.
Go Cardinals. Go.
I love the enthusiasm. I love what you bring to the table, Marsh. By the way, BK and Ferrario earlier today, and it was on their show, but it was T-Bone filling in for Ferrario. BK had the running conversation about, hey, what are you interested in watching with the Cardinals moving forward? The rest of the year, what are some things that you're interested in at least watching play out? Now, Carey, I'm reading your face right now. And I know you. You're thinking, I'm not interested in jack squat.
No, I'm excited.
But if you were interested in something with the Cardinals the rest of the season, what would it be?
Ivan Herrera, Jordan Walker, Mason Wynn, Michael McGreevy, Matthew Liberatore.
All right, so the young guys.
Yeah.
Got it.
Victor Scott.
Got it.
Yep.
Marsh?
I'm interested to see how the starting rotation ends. We have Michael McGreevy.
Mm-hmm.
He's up here now full time. I don't believe his last start is what he is.
Okay.
I'm interested to see the second half of Matthew Liberatore. Sonny Gray. It's not July anymore. In fact, the weather is getting significantly cooler.
So he like Miles Michaelis, who fixed his tip pitching and added the velo.
3 miles per hour. Anthony.
Should be better.
I'm hoping
this month.
I'm hoping.
Again. No, Carey, stop.
Oh, Carey.
Come on, man. I'm trying to pump this guy up.
It's only a high of 90, so maybe it's not too hot. So damn wet.
You know, Marsh was rolling there for a second. He was excited.
Yeah, Miles Michaelis has had 2 good starts in a row.
Make it 3.
Maybe.
Bring him back.
I'm interested to see it.
Yeah.
Keep
and then,
watching.
Of course, you have Andre Palante, who's building off a good start. Maybe he can string together some starts. This is a new season, Anthony. This team is basically 0-0.
Yeah, you're right.
55-55. Throw away the first half. 0-0. It's a new season. Let's go make a playoff push without our 3 best bullpen arms.
Yeah.
Let's see it happen.
You know what? He's right.
Because they make the playoffs next year, Anthony. We already established that, so why not us?
Yeah.
Why not us?
This is the problem. This is the damn problem.
I think he's onto something.
Oh, hell no.
Just let me cook.
I think he's onto something, man.
It's a new season. 500. 0-0.
I'm going to stay out of it.
They built a new team.
No.
A young, fresh team.
They do have guys coming off the IL, Anthony, so you're all right.
They got guys coming off the IL. They got a guy going off the IL, but we got younger.
It's literally like making a trade.
Yeah. I'll even hop on board on that.
It is, seriously, it's like making a trade.
They traded Arenado to the IL for Nolan Gorman. Mm-hmm. You're welcome, St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a new season.
Miles Michaelis, you're right, Marcia, the way that he's pitching, all of a sudden now, he's a new pitcher. And Sonny Gray, not in July, is basically a different pitcher as well. Brand new team, Marsh. We're gonna get back in this thing. Carey, how many games are we out?
I stopped counting.
Carey, how many? Just tell the folks how many games are we out so that we know.
You are 5.5.
55 wins, 55 losses, aka 0-0, and you're 5.5 out.
5.5.
And if you sweep the San Diego Padres this weekend,
now we're talking.
Are we?
2.5, Anthony.
Are we
2.5.
talking?
Let's take a look at these pitching matchups. They're important. So tonight you got Liberatore, Matthew, master of the strike zone, Liberatore, on the hill versus Nick Pivetta. Now, has Nick Pivetta been unhittable at times this year? Sure. Not tonight, though.
No.
Not with this lineup. Not with this new look lineup. Tomorrow, you've got Michael, master of the strike zone, McGreevy, versus Randy Vasquez, who's got a 3.65 ERA. But guess what? He's 3-4 on the year. And as we know, wins and losses for pitchers, one of the greatest measurable stats ever. And then on Sunday, you got Andre.
Give me a ground ball, Palante.
Punkin people, Palante.
Wow. Ooh, like that.
Versus Dylan Cease.
They didn't even want that guy.
Who's been terrible.
They wanted to trade that guy. They don't want him.
3-10, 4.79 ERA.
Not good.
I smell a sweep from these Cardinals.
Okay.
I hope the Cardinal fans that are going out to Petco tonight will be there on Sunday, and they have the brooms with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
Now, the TMA gerbil says we'll be sweeping the visitors' locker room after we get our butts kicked.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Why would they sweep the locker room? They got people for that.
That is true.
No, you clean up after yourself.
Well, you should, but I'm just saying, like...
People get paid to do that.
You don't leave your mess for someone else to clean up.
Well, they get paid to do
That's
it.
That's a sign of a terrible team.
Well, this team's 0-0, Carey.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know how this team cleans up a locker room or a clubhouse.
You're right. All I need them is to clean up the bases when they have people on.
Well said, and they probably will with this new look
Let's
lineup.
do it. All right.
Gary, you're tall enough to ride this roller coaster we're about to go on this second half.
Yes, sir. Well
yes,
done.
You are.
I'm sit this one out.
No, I'm dragging you on that roller coaster.
Yeah.
Sit it out.
I got a premonition, Carey. That the Cardinals are going to make the playoffs.
Marsh's got a fever. And all he needs is more Cardinals dubs. Okay?
You guys are sick.
I don't know what you mean.
You guys.
There's a storm front coming from the 314. Here comes the hailstorm.
Oh,
that's right.
My gosh.
That fellow they picked up yesterday.
Yeah, baby. You mean the new Nolan Ryan?
Yeah.
That kid?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so pumped.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. What we learned, 3 stars of the day.
Hell yeah.
Next on 101 ESPN. Now you're getting it, Carey. If you miss anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or via the 101ESPN Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's mobile app. All the podcast, of course, brought to you by Shave Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Who wants to go first?
I learned the leader of Black Sabbath is not Tony Iommi, but Tony Iommi.
Yes.
I said that right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Learned something new today. Don't know a song that Black Sabbath sings. Are they singers?
Black Sabbath?
Rockers? What are they?
Ozzy,
heavy metal?
Ozzy Osbourne used to front for Black Sabbath until they kicked him out.
Why'd they do that?
Yeah, a little crazy.
He was?
Yeah, he was on the crazy train. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Worked out well for him, though.
Yeah, worked out just fine. Marshy?
I learned that even though Anthony Stalter did win a random trivia gauntlet, doesn't matter. Because the people voted yes, that John should get a rematch. The percentage of people that said yes is 58 to 42 who said no. Those are the final results. John will be back on Monday.
There you have it.
Unbelievable.
Those that wanted to see justice for John, they're going to get what they want.
And ScoobTube blames the font on the paper.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Understandable.
Is Iron Man a song by Black Sabbath?
I am Iron Man. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I do know that. I would have never told you who sang it, nor the name of the song.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All righty.
What'd you learn, Anthony?
I learned that even though some people feel as though that justice was served to John, those same people don't understand that justice was not served to me. Since I won the gauntlet today, and the victory was stripped. So now I got to go back through the machine that is John after I already beat him. That's fine. Justice was served today in your eyes. But you same people, and you know who we are, gave out a bunch of injustice as well. So all you did was spun around in a circle.
If you get baseball on Monday, and John cuts through you like he did Marshy and I, you are going to be livid.
Oh, yeah. Damn right. But you know what? That's fine. The people have spoken. They hopped on Marsh's poll. They spoke, and I got a battle again. So fine. John, let's do the damn dance again on Monday.
At least we get one, Anthony, from the 314. Justice for Tony.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Swan says, great show, guys. Really enjoyed the segment when talking about how coaching staffs, especially good ones, can impact a team.
Well, thank you. Yeah, Carey provided some great stuff as always in that segment.
Appreciate that.
I always say that's interesting, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Hall of Fame coaches always said Hall of Fame quarterbacks. But Hall of Fame quarterbacks
don't always have Hall of Fame coaches.
But the majority of them do. Like Tom Brady will have Bill Belichick.
We should do a deep dive into that.
Joe Montana and Steve Young had Bill Walsh.
Joe Flacco and John Harbaugh.
Well, not Hall of Famers, but yeah.
Oh.
Patrick Mahomes, future Hall of Famer.
Andy Reid.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Peyton had John Fox.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. All right, so Peyton overcame. He had some okay coaches.
He did. He had Tony Dungy.
Yeah.
He had a great coach in Tony Dungy.
Yeah. We should do a deep dive on that. Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
QBs and their coaches. He'd be a Hall of Famer without a great coach. Interesting.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
I got to give our 3rd star of the day to Josh Allen.
Wow, yeah, you're trying to. I see what you're trying to do.
You're trying to give it.
You guys peer pressured me into ending
No,
his
we didn't
season.
peer pressure you.
Yeah, no, you
threw
did.
it out there.
I didn't specifically say him until I was peer pressured.
Oh, wow.
It's all right. I give in to peer pressure. I admit it. Anyways, we're going to move on. Second star of the day goes out to pronunciations.
Oh, yeah. That's a good call.
Yeah.
And our first star of the day goes out to all the people who voted on Marshy's poll.
Yeah, even the ones that voted to do the gauntlet again on Monday. No, Tony and John. You're not clapping. You're not happy.
I'm clapping, but that's all you're going to get. People thinking they're handing out justice. You're not. And I hope you think about that all weekend. Every one of you. Seriously, have a great weekend. See you.